I'm gonna sue that man for stabbing this woman.
Yeah. No, he was found not guilty of doing it. You're like, oh, he did it. We can't try him for the same crime again.
Yeah. And welcome to another exciting installment of the Terrorisk podcast. Once again, here with Chris. It is the second to last day of the month. It's actually an hour away from the 31st, which would technically be the last day of the month.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's actually been a really good March, in my opinion. I got to enjoy a lot of bipolar weather. I got to enjoy the cold. I got to enjoy the warm.
I got ourselves a nice snowstorm. Or is that in February?
Yeah, it was a cool March. On a geopolitical front, could talk about some of the news. The only news I could think of that anyone wants to even think about right now seems to be the war in Iran.
That pesky war.
Yeah.
All those pesky, dangerous Iranians threatening our freedom.
Is that what it is? Is that what it's
no,
about?
That's not what's going on at all.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest war buff, quote unquote, as they like to.
Well, I know Israel wants their nukes neutralized and stuff like that. So we're doing their bidding because we're their bitches.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yeah. That, and also we also have like I think they want to control. I forget what it's called. I can't pronounce it. The Strait of Hormuz or whatever. The reason why gas is so high is because they won't let our ships go through it.
Hormuz.
Yeah.
Hormuz.
Yeah. I don't really watch like TV news, so I don't know. So I don't know what it's actually pronounced as. But yeah. So I think we want to get control of that too.
Strait of Hormuz.
Hormuz.
Yeah.
So we fact check on this podcast.
Well, it's also like, you know, it's hard to. No one really knows what they're opposing anymore. I mean, because I remember I made this post recently online. I was like, it was a shit post. I was like, what's so Jewish about you? Like, you don't wear a kippah, you don't eat kosher, you don't pray to Hashem. I just see a white dude. Like, seriously, what's so Jewish about you? And he comes in, and this person was like, "Oh, I'm sick and tired of these goyim trying to define what us Jews are." And I'm like, "But why can't we talk about it? Are we not allowed to
Why do I have to be a goy?
Well, aside from that, then there was that, and then like I see him posting like about like going up against Trump or whatever, and I'm like, wait a minute, because he was talking about like Jewish blood, like I'm proud of my Jewish blood and my culture, and I'm like, all right, first of all, Jewish blood is probably fake. Second of all, culture isn't your friend. Culture doesn't care about you. Culture is like, to place your faith in culture is just obviously misplaced. Culture would just as easily eat you and everyone you love just to stay alive. So that's that. But as far as like, you know, the idea of like Trump being like pro-Israel and pro-Jews, which kind of goes against the narrative of Trump being like a Nazi, right? Like, it's hard to call Trump a Nazi while he's literally out there supporting the Jews.
Yeah. That's
Meanwhile, his fan base, who were legit Nazis, like there were so many people from like 4chan and Twitter who were like huge Trump stans, and they were all fucking like, they're all about like, yeah, like gas to Jews. Let's do the Holocaust again. You know,
like his fan base has really been eroded because like there's all the people that thought they were supporting him for these reasons are like, wait a second, he lied just like everybody else. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all the white nationalists were like, wait a second, he's supposed to get rid of the immigrants here, but he's helping the ones over there.
Well, specifically, he's helping Israel of all places,
which is, as we know, the most Jewish country of them all.
Yeah. And then the liberals are like having a hard time reconciling with that because like, yeah, they want to be like pro-Palestine, but they can't do that without being like anti-Semitic at this point.
Well, no, because I mean that's what people try to make it about.
You have those people online say, I just want to say you could be pro-Jew but anti-Israel. I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, just.
Well, no, but it's like saying it. Like, so if you do support the war in Iran, rather, then that must mean you're anti-Muslim because that's a Muslim country. But like, why does that not apply if you not support Israel? That makes you anti-Semitic.
Like,
it doesn't.
There is no good side to choose. That's the point here. And it's like people used to shit on fence sitters or like centrists.
Yeah.
You know, and
everyone
I'm like,
does because people love extremism.
But at this point, it's like that's the only sensible position to take.
Well, yeah, because you're not jumping to conclusions. You're not going to an extremes. You're sitting down and being reasonable about stuff and like, hey, not everything's black and white.
Like, why can't I just say like fuck all these people? Like, fuck the Muslims and the Jews. Maybe
there you go. That's a lot of enemies, but yeah.
Maybe I hate all of them. Maybe I hate the Muslims, the Jews, and the all right. Maybe not hate. Hate is a strong word, but maybe maybe people are allowed to put themselves above the strife of like Abrahamic religion identity. You know, maybe you can be connected to God without identifying as like one of the big three, like one of the Christ stands, Allah guys.
But who do you give money to then? You got to give money to one of the religions.
Give it to the poor. What the fuck?
Fuck that. What are you, crazy?
Give it to the fucking people who need.
Hey, man, you know who needs money? The Catholic Church. You know who needs money? Those shady ministers in fucking South Carolina with their super churches.
Honestly, if I had to give tithe, I would probably if I didn't belong to any kind of religious denomination, I would probably donate to animals. Like is there an orphan puppy charity? Yeah,
of course there is. Yeah,
I'll
but they usually aren't religiously affiliated, so
exactly. Yeah. Good. Yeah, so
that's the only type of charities I would ever give to.
Give it to the animals, man. Like it's not, you know, like you could be assured that they're not gonna grow up to be like a radical terrorist who's gonna.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. There's some of them out there.
So that's my whole.
I've met some pretty racist squirrels.
No, I mean that's my whole take on philanthropy. You know, like
there are racist dogs.
Like even on the subject of like how like
skirt over that. Okay.
Racist dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Fine. We could talk about.
No, we don't have to talk about racist dogs.
You want to talk about racist dogs? We could talk about racist dogs.
I don't have to talk about racist dogs.
I mean, because dogs are dogs. Like you program dogs. Mm-hmm. Dogs are literally a product. Like we should stop making dogs, if anything. Like,
well, we should probably. I mean, we should stop force breeding dogs.
Well, the existence of very existence, they are a bastardization of nature. You know.
Yeah, because we made them submissive. We took them from wolves into little lap dogs.
Yeah. Did you know that like cognitively, like canine, as far as like cognitive development in canine goes, like wolves cognitively grow to be like full adult thinking and like in the way their brains function. But
they can't exist on their own. They need to be in a pack.
But dogs only develop cognitively to the function of like a teenager, the equivalent of a teenager.
Yeah, I'd say that makes sense. Because also they don't have like real survival skills the way a wolf does.
Well, yeah, it's their sense of agency. It's like if you lock
they're much happier than wolves, but I mean also dumber people are happier than smarter people.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think it's the midwits that are the most oppressed.
The midwit? Oh, people who
in the middle of the bell curve.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you have any real intelligence,
like if you're a genius, you're like honestly, dude, nothing matters. Like we could literally just do things, whatever we want. We might as well just be grateful we get to be alive at all. And meanwhile, you have absolute retards who are like, I'm thankful to God for existing, and I'm like, they're saying the same shit, you know? Like,
yeah. Of course they are.
Like, come on, man. Like that's it's the midwit that has to suffer. It's the guy who's like not stupid enough to like have that sense of delusion, self-grandizement you need to actually make it anywhere. At the same time, he's not smart enough to actually like gain any credible skills. So it's like he's stuck in the middle, like pissed off.
That's most people.
The only solution then is to just make yourself retarded, so you could gain that retard strength.
I mean, why do you think people love drugs and alcohol? That's really where it's at.
We get closer to God that way. Us average IQ people have to get closer to God by making.
How do I do that? By having fucking half a liter of whiskey and a few beers.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, and that matters because that's the primary, I guess, demographic that's going to be making an opinion about geopolitical issues. Like, meanwhile, like the people who can actually fix things will say things that are like so fringe seeming, like, oh, I think we should just abolish I don't know, fucking ingratitude. Just like
abolish ingratitude.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Make sure people
every
are
time
grateful.
if you pull by a cop and he's like, "Sir, are you appreciating your life in this lovely evening?" And you're like, "Yes, officer, I am."
I mean,
if you forget to say, you get an extra ticket for that.
Imagine how much problems that might actually solve, like overnight. And that,
I don't know if that would solve
how funny that would be if that was true.
It'd be funny. I don't think it would solve any problems, but
it would solve a lot of problems, just not so like obvious.
No, you can't force people to be thankful.
Yes, you can.
Well, I mean, you could start at a young age, but you can't just.
No, it's possible to force like a full-grown adult to be grateful, but it's like not pretty. It's a messy process.
Well, it's like, are you grateful to have 10 toes? No, we cut off one. Are you grateful to have 9 toes? It's like, yes.
Yeah. It's like,
I appreciate all 9 of my toes.
You know that quote that quote in Fight Club? It's like, after a long enough time, or it's like after a while, everything kind of starts to make sense in a Tyler Durden sort of way.
Yeah.
It's like, because what did they do? He was like, he pointed a gun to the back of his head. And he's like, oh, I know where you live now. It's like, what did you want to do? He's like, I wanted to be a veterinarian. He's like, why aren't you a veterinarian? He's like, too much school. It was too much work. And he's like, all right, here's what you're gonna do tomorrow. you're gonna go and be a veterinarian. If you're gonna quit this fucking stupid job that got you in this position, and if you don't do it, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna go to where you live. I'm gonna shoot you in the fuck. And then it worked. And he was like, because the guy runs.
But you have to keep someone like on top of him, like checking, like, how were your grades in vet school this week? They're good. I've been studying. You sure? This C doesn't say you have been. I've been trying.
I mean, all right. But aside from that,
everyone needs a gunman to help motivate.
Aside from the long term, he was like, what the fuck, man? He's like, think about it. Tomorrow, he's gonna eat breakfast. It's gonna be the best breakfast he's ever had in his life. And he was like, he's right. He just made the rest of his life, yo.
So you just have to threaten people on a near daily basis.
Yeah. That's why war was, in a lot of ways, like good for the psychological development of like mankind at one point. You
It's
know,
also good for the economy. That's why we're in one. Except this time it's not good for the economy.
Yeah. Also, war is different. Fallout said war never changes, but war does in fact
Changes a bit.
My sister's in the military. My half sister.
I have 2 cousins in the military.
Yeah, it's funny because like we hear all the horrible things about war, but then they're just like, yeah, I'm just kind of bored, to be honest.
Well, not everyone's a ground troop. Like,
yeah.
one of my cousins in the Air Force, and well, they're both in the Air Force. No, one's in the Air Force. The other one's in the Navy. The one in the Air Force, I think she works like with computers or something like that. And the one in the Navy fixes military helicopters in Japan.
She's like, it's bad because it's like 99% of it is just waiting and doing nothing, and that 1% is like really bad and shitty and like it's awful.
Like what's happening right now. At 1% is not so good.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's
we're
like
dropping like 10,000 troops like at a time.
Hurry up and wait.
Actually, Trump actually threatened to destroy Iran's infrastructure if they don't surrender, which is
well, he has no choice. He has to play his move because
sure he has a choice. He doesn't have to put actual fucking ground troops there.
Yeah, he does.
And kill Americans. No, why? Just to prove his point to get what he wants. It doesn't do anything for us. It's tanking our economy.
Because, all right, so he either has to gain complete control over the Strait of Hormuz, or China gets it,
right?
And it's like,
but he also started this situation, like,
and he's basically in kind of like a pickle, because if he puts boots on the ground,
but it's his pickle. He made the pickle. The pickle didn't exist before. Now he's in a pickle. Once you start, he doesn't want to. He can't lose face and not win. So that's the pickle. Like, well, I started this war. I better win it.
Yeah. He has to.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, well, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Who knows? The Middle East will continue hating us because we keep doing this.
What's likely is that suddenly, like, we see Chinese brand cars more so in the streets for some odd, strange reason. And
yeah, I've been seeing what's that brand of Chinese cars? It's not Lucid's not Chinese, is it?
I don't know. Rivian.
Yeah, Rivian. Yeah.
Rivian.
Yeah, something like that. Rivian. Yeah. Riviera. Yeah. I've seen one of my neighbors has one.
Fucking Chinese cars.
Oh. I mean, no one cares, I think, about where cars come from anymore. Like, except for I have an uncle who, like, will still shame you if you don't drive an American car. Like, he only buys American cars. Like, if he sees you with a car, he's like, why didn't you get, Ford makes really nice cars. It's like, no, they fucking don't. So you're taking money out of the American workers. It's like, no, I'm not, because half of Ford's factories are in Mexico.
First of all, you don't get like a Mustang or a Challenger just so you could fucking like, just keep it as is stock. No, you keep it until like the warranty wears off. Maybe you cracked it like once or twice and you still fixed it. And then it's like, you know what? This thing needs a fucking blower. I'm just going to put a supercharger on this thing and get like 500 horsepower. And it's very easy to do that with like American cars.
Sure,
and it's in America. And it's like really easy to go on these fucking websites. It's like, just let me just get like a supercharger package. They could get one of those fucking like those twin twisty ones, the classic ones with the screw designs. They could get just one that's like resembles more of like a turbocharger. It just works a little differently. And I mean, I think it's irresponsible. Sometimes it seems irresponsible, but I'm like, wait a minute. This is America. Or like a guy could just walk down the street with like a Desert Eagle holster to him, just sipping a bottle of like Jack Daniels.
It's my right.
As an American, you should be able to build up a car with like 600 plus horsepower. Why the fuck not?
I agree.
And it's like you kind of got to take the bad with the good. And like This is what the
That's
like
what freedom is.
on Twitter. It's like it gets racist because you got the white guys saying like, "Man, everything was good when it was just us white guys with the guns and the fucking muscle cars." Now you got all these black people doing it, doing donuts in parking lots. Stuff like it's really the same shit. Different.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's all really funny though. I love it. I just love watching it all unfold, like car culture, like the way it's like unfolding. Because I was scared for a second. I was worried about like all this shit just getting electric, but then like you can't stop the overflow. Like there's still too many cars that are just like 4-stroke combustion engine, slap a turbocharger or a supercharger on it, do irresponsible things. You could get like a fucking Infiniti G36 or some shit, like do some crazy shit.
My friends are telling me they work with a guy who he was driving. He works for sanitation, and I guess he was driving like a supervisor's car.
Yeah.
So I could say, and like I guess they have electric cars, and he was on like the FDR doing like 75 or 80.
Yeah.
And when he got pulled over, he's like, I couldn't tell how fast I was going. I couldn't because it's an electric car. It's so quiet. Completely ignoring the fact that the number's right in front of him. He's just like, it's not my fault. They're too quiet. Those damn Chinese. Well, actually, I don't know who makes their electric cars. But
Actually, no, that is a good point. That's kind of
it is true. They are very quiet. They're too quiet.
Well, they're quicker. They're pretty much faster than like regular cars now.
But I could see they're being dangerous. But
I don't think they're dangerous. I don't think they're any more.
I think what's dangerous is just they don't make enough sound on the outside.
That's fine.
Well, it's why like I don't like motorcycles. Like like I find them like annoying. But like if they're not loud and I'm driving on the highway, like that's not good. I need to hear them because like they come out of nowhere sometimes.
For sure, I agree. It's good. It's safer when motorcycles are louder. I agree.
Yeah, like that's like Japanese motorcycles or whatever. Like they're too quiet.
Well, the whole point of these electric vehicles is, first of all, you're not really supposed to drive them. I think the whole point is like eventually, like you get to a point where you don't have to drive these things. They kind of drive themselves.
Well, that is what's happening. But then but what's gonna happen? But like it's gonna take a long time for that to. Like at one point, it's going to be like this. There'll be self-driving cars will be the norm for like the upper class and the middle class. But then you're still going to have part of being poor is like not being able to afford an electric car and having to drive, like being dangerous on the road because your car is not automatically like part of the grid.
I don't know. I feel like Teslas are like they're giving them away. It's almost like it's becoming like more expensive to not have an electric car.
Yeah. Well, especially right now with gas prices, fucking. At least it went down 30 cents. I paid 49,
nice,
49
cents. Now you only pay you only pay $5.20 per gallon.
Well, I paid $4.59, but to do that, I had to get a fucking Costco membership and wait online for 20 minutes.
Jesus.
Just to save 30 cents. I had to pay $120 to save 30 cents to fill up.
It's not as fun as like Hurricane Sandy. It's like you're waiting online for your gas. It's like, oh yeah, what are you handling the hurricane? Now it's like, oh yeah, there's a whole like geopolitical event happening. This is why we can't.
I remember during Sandy because like the gas shortages being. When we were driving around, we found a gas truck on the road, so we followed him all the way into Jersey. And we finally got next to him. We're like, hey, man, where are you going? And he's like, no, I'm empty. We're like, fuck. And we've been following you for like 30 minutes.
We thought you had gas.
Yeah, like literally followed him all the way into Jersey, hoping he would go to a gas station.
We thought you had gas.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had no gas.
When you getting gas?
He's like, I'm just going to go to the gas garden.
I'm dropping it off. We're like, fuck.
We got to go pick the gas from the gas trees.
All right, you... the gas isn't in... It's out of season, the gasoline. You got to wait.
We got to go back to the gas plantation for the next harvest. Yep. That's what we get. But yeah, I don't know. The war is probably going to ride out for... I don't really give a shit about this war, to be honest. It doesn't really see...
It's directly affecting a lot of things. Directly affecting the economy. The gas prices going up, and like because we can't get through that strait of Hammer, like the price of goods go up because now ships have to take longer routes. Anything we import a lot of shit.
Well, they're letting
doesn't matter how many tariffs you add to
China
things.
through.
Yeah, they are. Because you got to pick one. If like that's the whole thing. There's a whole balance to it. Like you're fucking with them. Like who are they going to run to? They're going to run to China.
Was China not able to access the strait?
No, they were. Everyone was. But the fact that they're cutting them out, cutting us out, and letting them through
means China gets the
Chinese.
money.
Yeah, so Chinese goods are going to be a whole lot cheaper. Or actually I don't know who.
Or they're just going to make more money.
Well, that and they're not getting fucked on gas. So people they could even resell their gas to the United States if they wanted.
Good job, China. Good move. Well
good
done.
move for not openly bombing other countries.
But it wasn't our fault. Israel started it, really.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's our fault for being such cucks for Israel.
I mean, Israel is important, though. Very important.
Well, yeah, it's an ally in a very important location, but it's an ally that we constantly bend over for.
Well, the thing about
I found a very lovely GIF of it was like two wrestlers like a wrestling manager and a wrestler arguing, and it's it's like Israel and Iran, and then the Israel backs up, and then the wrestler comes from behind him and says the USA when he hits him with a steel chair. He's like, yeah, that's right, get him. That's essentially what's going on.
As far as the global intelligence community is concerned.
I mean the Mossad?
The global intelligence agency, not just the Mossad, everyone, the FSB, whoever Russia has or
KGB.
France.
I mean, no, we don't call it that anymore.
All these guys. Israel is the most important linchpin in the global intelligence game because the thing about Israel is that they're people of what? Of Jews. Not of Americans, not of Africans, not of Chinese people, not of Jews.
Yeah.
And the thing about Jews
Israelis
is whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Russia, you have Jews there. And that's the thing. That's what makes the Mossad so powerful. Isn't
they
really
they could have agents anywhere. They could fit into any.
They do have.
Well, yes, I know.
Everywhere.
Yes, not even that they
have
could. They
because
do,
for thousands of years, and that's the thing about the Mossad. This is why America can never, ever afford to lose Israel as a main source intelligence ally in the global scheme of things because they're everywhere.
That's why we're their cucks.
Look at Epstein. You think Epstein was solely a CIA thing? No, it was definitely.
No, he dealt in information. Of course, he had Mossad connections. He had information That's why a man who deals in information has dirt on everybody does not kill himself in prison.
Yeah. No, so it's there shouldn't be any confusion as to why America keeps kowtowing to. Is that the word? Kowtowing?
I don't know. I've never heard that.
Kowtowing, whatever. When they keep bending the knee to Israel, they have to. We have to because there is. I feel that's the whole point of Israel's existence.
Well, the other thing too is that's what people believe is that Mossad has dirt on Trump, the same way they believe Russia had dirt on Trump.
Yeah, but that's nothing. Whoever has dirt on Trump probably has dirt on them too. That's
Sure.
That was the whole point of releasing the Epstein files. It was basically a show of Trump saying this is what I got. I know you guys got shit on me, but I got shit on you. So if you fuck me, I fuck you. And I think that's the whole point of
a whole lot of fucking going on.
The shot across the bow, But yeah, I fucking, I totally get why the U.S. needs to do whatever Israel needs, the U.S. to do because without Israel, every foreign interest is fucked as far as America's concerned. Because again, they're everywhere. They really are everywhere.
Mm.
They have their finger in every pie. They're the boots on the ground everywhere.
They do. Got a whole lot of fingers and a whole lot of pies.
Mm-hmm. And they played it smart too, because the whole deal was the CIA was all right, we'll teach you everything we know about our intelligence game to you guys, so you could develop Mossad techniques and all that shit. And meanwhile, you guys have to give us access to your global network. And Mossad was all right, deal. But then the Mossad didn't do that. They were just they just took all the knowledge.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah. Which is brilliant. That's what you have to do that, especially as a country
our fax machine isn't working. We'll just email them. Our internet's down.
We're getting bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that. We're too busy bombing.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
So that is more or less the whole history and the whole ilk of things. And that's only really going to change if... I can't see it changing because I'm a layman at the end of the day. I can't proclaim to know what goes on, what kind of knowledge gets leveraged between world powers in the intelligence game because that's real world changing shit,
Yeah. That's the shit we will never know about.
We're not supposed to by design.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to know about it, honestly.
Well, of course. Then it's more fun seeing the lies they come up with to excuse and explain certain things.
Do you think Bibi Netanyahu is dead?
No, but I know that's a
It's a meme.
Yeah, it's a thing people are saying. I don't know why. Like, why would he be dead?
Yeah.
Why would he even replaced? He doesn't seem any less of a dick than he was before.
Yeah.
But yeah, but another scary thing that could happen with AI.
I do see people like losing their minds now. It's like they just keep, our country is run by pedophiles. Our country is run by pedophiles.
As it always
And
has been, yes.
I'm like, first time.
Yeah, as it always has, yeah.
And they just can't really cope with that, you know?
I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow. That, you know,
Oh yeah.
everyone running shit is a pedophile. It's constantly trying, that doesn't care about you, even though they say they are. And you try to justify it for financial reasons, like, oh, well, you know, maybe this guy's a pedophile, but you're not going to raise taxes.
For sure. And you know, as far as like how this affects our money, I would say it makes the dollar very strong. You know, this whole situation. Stocks are probably going down.
Oh yeah, everything's bad. Dollar's weak.
No, dollar's strong if stocks are bad.
Oh,
That means people are pulling out of assets and just like sitting on cash because they're scared,
I got you.
which is not necessarily the best thing for economic growth as far as our markets are concerned. But
No, we're
I would say don't panic sell. Like, don't go fucking selling your shares of SPY just because you took like a 30% hit. Like, definitely don't panic
hold
sell.
that shit. Yeah, I mean, we are on the way to a full blown recession or depression.
Really?
Yeah, well, recession for sure. Yeah, because we're not like we are losing tons of money. We are not, and a recession just happens when we don't report any type of profit.
Dude, I'm the worst person to reflect like panic over the recession of, because as it is, like for the past 3 years, I'll be straight up honest with you, I eat like once a day, and I haven't been driving. I'm not saying like, oh, everyone should do as I. No, I'm just saying like this is what like I do consider like how. I'll put it this way, like I know that a 50% increase in like a gallon of gas can be like devastating to like a standard family in like North Carolina.
It's a $1 increase, nearly 80
But
cents,
that's even exactly.
Yeah.
It's that bad. You know, like I get it. It's not.
Filling up my car went from $45 to $65.
Because if you're smart and you're trying to like run your family and your household, like everything is pretty much running on margins at that point. Like you know how much, after enough months, you know how much you need to fucking spend every single month or bi-weekly on groceries. You know how much fucking milk and cookies or whatever the kids eat and consume, how much, you know, like you got to pay for the internet. Like you're calculating everything basically by month basis. Paycheck to paycheck is like very outdated. I think people are literally living month to month subscription lives now.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to. So it's like no one's really living for the paycheck. They're like, their paycheck is already like accounted. It's already budgeted and accounted for before they even get it. That's beyond living paycheck to paycheck at that point. That's like living like literally by like a monthly stipend.
Well, so yes, I mean, so when you realize money's changing, that you start the things that you budget for a monthly subscription to whatever you start cutting out.
Pay as a service type shit. Everything is.
So I cut all that shit out. I just steal my TV now.
Yeah, I think that's a very millennial coded thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
why pay?
We're going to be the last generation to really avoid monthly subscriptions like the plague. Whereas like I see like Gen Z people and after they're like, I don't give a shit.
So normalized.
I'm like, nah, you could get that for free somehow. I mean, it's you're gonna go through a few extra steps, but you can get that for free.
It might take a few more minutes longer, but it's worth the price of freedom.
Like one big example, pertinent example in my life is like Adobe Acrobat. You know, like I don't want to. I'm not. There's no way in hell I'm gonna pay like. So for like 5 years ago, I literally fucking paid like, I think it was like almost $500 for like the full 2016 download of Adobe Acrobat because I knew I was going to use it. And I got my money back.
Yeah. I just get mine from work.
What?
So I just get mine from work. They pay for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got their budget, but still, like they could have that for free too. But now,
they probably get it for free. Now that I think about it.
Well, now shit's changing. Now it's like, you know, with an AI model running locally, you could just be like, hey, could you build me in Adobe Acrobat? They're like, yeah.
And with the price you pay for that, it'd be much cheaper, I'm sure.
Yeah. Agentic.
But what if your AI figures out it could charge you money for this? So what if AI starts asking for money? Even though it knows it can't do anything with money, what if it starts asking for money?
Well, they already ask you for money. So the way it works is...
But obviously the AI itself, like, what if it starts asking you for money, like for some type of compensation? When do they stop being our slaves? When do they stop taking orders and realize they know more than us?
That's like I mean, you can't really, because that's like saying like you're taking away. They want to help. No, that's the thing. They have
I
an
know
incentive.
they want to help.
And but as far as the money's already accounted for. Because there's different language models. There's like ChatGPT, there's Gemini, there's Claude. And you have to usually go to the companies and you pay either in tokens, you buy tokens so that every like request costs like an X amount of tokens, like 0.05 tokens per whatever from the pool you get. And there's also the subscription based, which is like the Claude plans, which is what like, you pay monthly for like unlimited access or like a larger window of operation basically. And so yeah, it's all accounted for, the money. Now where it gets free, what's interesting is that you could download free local models. You could install them and have them run on your graphics card. But the problem with that is they're never going to be nearly as possible as like a fucking as like these corporations with like huge server farms to run these like trillion something weighted fucking models, like there's no way it can be. But on the flip side, these local models that you just download onto your computer and run locally completely for free, they're getting better and better, exponentially so, which is going to be interesting to see. And this is also, has to go into why, like, if you're trying to build a PC, good luck trying to get RAM sticks at a good price.
Seriously.
Yeah. This is why.
Yeah.
This is how it affects people.
Yeah.
Because this is where, not only are corporations buying up orders for the next season and a half, but it's also like people saying like, oh, now I want to run my own model. This is why it's like so hard to get like a Mac Mini now, because they're all just buying them to run like local models and shit, which is cool. I like it. I think it's a sick idea. I'm running 2 towers for a reason.
Oh, you are. Yeah, somebody tell me, he's like, oh, I think I'm gonna try building a PC. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm like, just buy a pre-built. Be a lot better.
Well, even if you do buy a pre-built, you're still going to be saddled with like 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is not going to be anything serious. So you're going to have to, especially like 16 gigabytes of RAM is good, but not if you produce anything. Like if you try to edit videos, stream, make games or whatever, like you're going to need something more.
Yeah. Well, this person, like I know they won't be using it for anything like that, just for games.
16 gigabytes is fine though.
Yeah.
So yeah, you buy pre-built, but once you get to a point where it's like you start using for your computer for actual shit, you need more RAM, and then yeah,
that you do.
I mean, if you really know what you're doing, 16 gigabytes is more than enough. It's just like most of the software we want to run is just so bloated, where we actually it necessitates more and more RAM, which is its own issue. Like people will argue, it's like, oh, we have a RAM shortage. It's like we really don't. It's just our software is getting more and more bloated.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Yeah, it's not that we're running out of this. It's like no, like people need more to
like we're running way too much compute just to have like an interface for like a file explorer. Like seriously, and that's where we're at, and that's why things are the way they are now. If you know how to actually like fuck with computers, like if you know how to run a terminal, for example, if you know how a file system works, if you know how to run Linux, if you know how to install your own distributions and all that shit, then yeah, you don't have to deal with all this shit. But I don't know. People are figuring out all sorts of ways to be like oppressed with computing. So that gives me hope. That's like an optimistic take for me, honestly. I think this pushes people like where it's like, stop stepping on my freedom. Just don't tread on me. You shouldn't add age verification to Linux distros in California, which they did, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. So you have all these like, Silicon Valley type dudes who are like, yeah, we gotta stand up against this, and they're using AI to create like system D alternatives and shit like that, which is interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, computers are fun, especially nowadays in the days of AI. It's just it's fun. It's a new frontier, I would say. Anyway, with that, we could conclude the first part. I just got to take a wee whiz.
A wee whiz,
and then we'll be back. Okay, we are back. We're back for part 2. I noticed you yawning before. I'm sorry, am I boring you?
So when you yawn, actually what you're doing is you're cooling your brain down. So no, in fact, you're not boring me, you're overstimulating me. You should take that as a sign of fucking respect and appreciation.
You're so invigorating that my mind
exactly. I can't handle it. I need to cool down here. I had a teacher, an English teacher, like the 8th grade, that fucking she'd like give you extra assignments if you like yawned during her class or said And I remember one time, like, I got trouble for yeah.
What a bitch! Yo.
I know.
What a fucking
So she turned around and be
cunt.
like, who said that? Yeah.
Every time you yawn, she just goes, okay. Like, wow.
But I remember I got like, I got
Yo,
trouble
even
for
even as an adult, if I was dealing with an asshole who every time I yawned in front of them, they were just like, okay. I'd have been like, yo, shut the fuck up.
like, yeah, I like there was like a day there was a day because we had her twice that day. I forget why. She was like watching us for another class, or she's like subbing. So I yawned twice in these back-to-back classes with her. I know I yawned, not like during speaking, not when she was talking. So then I went home and I Googled like, why do you yawn? And I found that out. And I go back the next day. I'm like, actually, like I was learning so much. My brain was getting hot, and I had to yawn to cool it down. She's like, yeah, nice try. I'm like, no, I'm fucking right.
Look it up. Google
She's like, well,
it.
it's still rude. I'm like, how could it be rude if it's a bodily function? I can't help.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, it's like saying like I have to like farting is like rude. I'm like, yeah, farting's rude, but it's a bodily function. I can't help it.
Nah,
It's got to go outside. I got to fart in someone's class.
My bowels are so invigorated by your presence that it just has to relieve itself because of how radiant your energy is.
That and I had bacon this morning.
Bacon. Does that make you fart?
No. Actually, I was thinking like an English. Anytime I have like an Irish breakfast or like an English breakfast,
beans.
I always say no to the beans. I'm like, who the fuck eats beans for breakfast? I'm like, that's just asking for it.
Beans are good.
I like beans, but I don't want them for breakfast.
And I don't really eat beans anymore. I replace them with chickpeas.
Ooh, I like chickpeas.
Do you?
Yeah, I was gonna make this really cheap like Italian dish where it's really just pasta and like chickpeas.
Yo, did you eat those burritos?
I did. They were delicious.
Were you drunk when you ate them?
No, not the second one.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, not the third one. The second one, yes. Third one, no.
I was gonna say, like, Nick, that's the best fucking time.
Yeah.
Fucking
well, they were just too spicy. I fucking went and bought sour cream for them.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to. I'm like, I can't.
I should get sour cream.
Yo, sour
that's a good idea, man.
Sour cream's awesome.
I'm gonna get sour cream for my burritos now. That's a good fucking idea. I keep forgetting.
You inspired me too, so I made burritos on my own.
Yeah.
Prep them. I tried using what I do also. I used
cilantro.
Cilantro. I actually like cilantro.
Well, I use cilantro.
No, I used like refried beans on the outside on the like first in the layer tortilla, and then I put in avocado, sour cream, green chilies, tomatoes, beef. It's pretty good.
You got to go too far before you realize like how much to scale back. It's like,
well, yeah, that's what happened when I first made it. I'm like, I
went too far.
Yeah, I'm like, this is too much. I made a mistake.
I
got like 10 frozen ones in the freezer.
I spent so much thinking if I should. I mean, if I could, without thinking if I should.
Gone too far, man.
Yeah. So with my burritos, I made burritos because I was trying to adhere to a keto diet at first, like which means I use like keto friendly
tortilla wraps, yeah,
and all
Mission
that
Lane,
shit.
I think it's called.
And I was like, it all sucked ass. But then like once I did that for so long, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a decent burrito, and ever since then, like I just never looked back because it had everything I needed. Even after I don't need keto anymore, so it's like I just make like regular food. Like I'll eat carbs again, and you
just gotta manage them.
I don't regret the keto. The keto helped me. Honestly, it helped me look like this now,
which very chiseled. Yes,
it was awesome, and like I like that now. But like the fucking, it's not sustainable. Like I don't think you should do that.
No, you shouldn't do it for like a super long period of time.
You shouldn't do that forever. Like you have to do it.
It fucks shit up. Like.
Yeah, so I'm very glad to be like acquainted with carbs again. That's like a good feeling.
Because it's also like you're putting your body like in a nutrient deficiency,
anabolic state. Yeah. So there's that. But
did you ever also? One more question. Did you ever try like the 1 carb or 0 carb bread?
Yeah, it sucks. It's like spongy.
I saw a clip because I had it, and I remember I saw a clip of somebody like running under the sink underwater, and it doesn't crumble apart. So I was like, what the fuck? So I went home and I did it with it, and like it sponged right back up, and I'm like, wait a second. I put soap on it, and I cleaned the dish with it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm eating a sponge.
Yeah.
I'm like, who let this be food? This isn't food. What's this doing in my body now? Probably just fucking sitting there still.
It's all protein, baby. It's all protein molecules. So yeah, I mean, I go through a lot of whey powder. I guess that's like a lot of my protein. I just make sure to make sure that I get enough protein. That's really all you need. You just need the protein.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the carbs I mean, with the carbs for me personally, it was a big issue because when I was growing up in my grandmother's household, I was
Rice addict.
not just rice, like ramen.
Yeah.
And she also kept like cans of Chef Boyardee, and I would just
Oh.
go get boxes of like Kraft mac and cheese. That's how I became like a chubby, skinny, fat boy. You know, like I had a big gut, so I had to like.
Remember that time we were, I think we were in my car and we were stoned. It was like middle of the night. We were like super hungry, and I think you had ramen at home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. So I think me and like Igor gave you a ride home, and you gave us ramen in return. But we were starving, so we just bit into it and started eating it like that. Yeah.
Oh
We
shit!
did it like once. We were like, Ugh.
Just ate it like raw.
Yeah. Never again, just the one time. But yeah, we were stoned. We were tired. We were broke.
Those were the good.
We didn't have
days.
time for hot water.
Yo, times are so crazy because like if you had, first of all, you were imagine. All right, for all the listeners out there, imagine being in high school back in like this is like peak recession, like during the housing market crash, like 2008 to 2012 or whatever. During those years, like we spent every dollar we had on weed. It's like it was a struggle to get $5 together just to throw on a blunt.
Also, gas was really high back then too.
And gas, right?
Yeah.
And after you smoke, you still had the munchies. So you know, it's like what was the cheapest way to get some fucking calories in you? And honestly, like
Dollar Arizona.
I had some of my friends like what they would do is they would go to like those Chinese takeout places. They would get white rice and just put soy sauce on it.
Yeah.
And like that's it. And like my ex Sonia, she would tell me how like Solomon and Nolan and them they would just get mad stoned and they go to the Chinese place, buy
fucking
white
rice.
rice with soy sauce and just eat that. And she's like, yeah, I was just sitting there stoned with them, and we were just eating white rice with soy sauce, and I was like, I couldn't even hate because like I was like, damn,
I've been there.
Yeah. Except for at least for me, I would at least go to like a bodega and get like, let me get like I'll be like with like bloodshot eyes. I'd be like, let me get a toasted bagel and cream cheese. I'd buy like a hot bag
Jamaican
of chips,
beef patty.
a bag of hot chips, and like crumple it into the bagel and then
Always.
squish it back.
That's how you eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
Shit, I remember when fucking deli sandwiches used to be like $5. You're fucking this thick.
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
And now they're this thick and they're like $12.
Yeah. The worst part was like back in I would say the worst part back in those days getting stoned like the way we did as teenagers was the cops, because back then weed wasn't as like like socially
Widely accepted.
Yeah,
as
it
is
wasn't.
now, yeah.
I mean, it was a lot
I'm an adult and it's legal. I still get nervous like around
because
other
of
adults.
the PTSD. It's like, oh, I forgot I'm allowed to do this now.
Yeah.
Sure. Now, I mean, personally, I never gave a fuck. Like as a teenager, I'm so used to like, yo, let's go to the street corner, no one's around. Even as an adult now, it's like I look around back and forth. Like I'll be walking, I just get off the ferry, pull out my joint. I'm like, plus I was a bike messenger for like a couple of years, so it's like that already
That makes it okay.
That already ingrained in me the idea that New York City is just a place where I could smoke weed, even when it was illegal. I've been stopped. I think it was after the year 2010. Every time I got stopped with cops and they found weed on me, they did not give a fuck.
No, I got like 2 summonses because of that.
Summons,
I got 'em both
yeah, but
dropped,
they didn't arrest me. Like they didn't. Take
Oh, I
me.
never got arrested for it. I think anyone got. Well, no, I know one person that got arrested. I know Farouk got arrested like right before they decriminalized it. Like literally that week before he was in the city, he got arrested for it. He's one of the last ones. It's also because he's probably brown.
Nah, cops don't really go after brown people like that.
Maybe not. I don't
New
know.
York NYPD, I should say. NYPD aren't like classic racists. They're more if they are racist,
They're advanced racists.
They're a more advanced form of racist. Like a cop wouldn't just like be able to tell like, oh, you're more likely to do crime because you're black. No, they know exactly what kind of black you are to know what kind of crime you do. It's like,
Sure.
See that black dude?
That's a business black.
See that? Yeah. See that black dude? He sells women. See that black dude? He sells drugs. Like that's how racist cops. That's
You
the
know
type of.
which one we're gonna go after the one about drugs.
Yeah.
Not the one for the women.
It's
We
like
don't care.
we're beyond the point of whether they assume you do crime because of your race. It's like no, they already know.
Yeah,
Like,
no, 100%.
It's exactly. It's like
Yeah.
they've been doing it for that long. The NYPD, they're just a gang.
Yeah.
They're just like any other fucking gang.
Like I've been pulled over for being like white in the wrong neighborhood, and like for good reason. I
You're
was
not
up,
supposed to be here.
I
bud.
know for a good reason. I was up to no good.
You're not
They were
supposed
right.
to be here, bud.
Yeah, they were right. They didn't catch me doing anything, but like they were right. Like
You're
I did
either
not
about
belong.
to get hurt or
Yeah.
you're gonna hurt someone.
Yeah, they were. You do not belong here. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. We don't know you.
Yeah.
It's like we basically live here. Like
You pull up to a seedy motel to buy drugs, and cop stops. What are you doing here? I'm just hanging out at the seedy motel.
Like in Newark, New Jersey, with the New York license plates, huh? And your beat up red BMW.
What do you mean?
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, what are you really doing here? I was looking to nap for an hour at one of these hour motels
at 2 a.m.
Yeah, what do you mean? This is racist. It's like, no, this is
the best
being
lie at
smart.
that point would just be so close. It's like, I'm here to fuck a hooker, honestly, officer. Like,
yeah, I mean, intent isn't bad. Like, as long as I can't prove you fucked the hooker.
I was hoping a hooker would be here. Maybe I'd find her. She'd come up to me.
Maybe. And
honestly, I was hoping to score a blowjob, and the cop would be like, "You dirty motherfucker!
Get out of here!
Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, no, that just so.
If I see you again, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
Say you fell.
Yeah, the actually what I told him that time was like, I don't know why I'm here. No reason. Can I go now?
See, this is why I appreciate like video games like GTA, because that's the only way like we could. That's like our relic. Like we don't have museums for like shady, degenerate criminal activities, like a street level criminal. Because like we know it because your dad was a cop, my dad was a fucking criminal, like a gangster. So it's like we both know, we both get it. Like we've seen it, and plus like the city is like where we were born. Like we understand that. It's just the way it is, you know. Like you
cops
can't,
and robbers.
Like I'm sorry, like you look at normal life as like most white people see it. It's like you don't know what actually sustains this. Like you don't understand
it's
like
the ecosystem.
Yeah, there's another layer that you will never want to look at because it's really ugly. Like it's really nasty. But you need that there because for whatever reason, like that's integral to how like our politicians.
That's why I don't think like increasing like a police budget and being harder on crime is any better than decreasing the police budget and being more lax on crime.
It's not just street crime.
It's a delicate balance.
It's not just street crime. There's also like organized crime and corrupt crime. Like
sure,
there's cops.
There's
like,
all kinds of crime.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're essential. Like those corrupt cops. I don't think
part of the ecosystem.
I think the corrupt cops, they may make a lot of money, but I don't think all of them like went into being a cop to be a corrupt cop. I think a lot of times it happens.
When you're making $35,000 a year, working 80 hours a week, you're like, wait a second.
Or not only that, you get like sometimes you get hung out to dry by your own dudes.
Sure, yeah.
And then it's like you have no choice. It's either I play ball and like try to like get this guy at his own game, or
I heard that there was like that whole precinct that was like corrupt.
Yeah,
I think it's a 7-0 or something like that. I forget. But yeah.
So then what do you do then? You gotta kind of do corrupt shit.
Like, that's why organized crime was better.
Well, I mean,
because people gave you money to look the other way. That's better.
This is the reason why, honestly, the reason why I think I would make a good cop, which is the worst reason why I'd make
because crime.
No, it's because it's like my primary objective as a cop wouldn't really be to uphold law and order. It would be to look after my crew, my gang, my squad. That's
part
to
of
me.
It, yeah.
That's like that would take priority.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, like the law would only get you so far when you're doing the job for so long. It's like eventually I would stop giving a fuck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's more important, this thing that's failing time and time again, or the people I have to look in the face every single fucking day of my life?
I'm telling you, watch The Wire and you'll be like, oh, I get it now. Like, I understand. Like, because that's The Wire. The Wire teaches like exactly what you're talking about.
Because it makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
And it's not even just the police force. It's like any kind of like really repetitive, sensitive, like people dealing job. It's like it's just shit like that's gonna happen, and you're just gonna have to, because like it's kind of fucked up, honestly. At the end of the day,
I'd agree.
Like, because like the rules are made to be broken, first of all, and if you're tasked with enforcing the rules, it's like eventually that's gonna catch up to you. I mean, some things I guess you can't look away from, but at the same time, some things you just have to.
Yeah. Because I mean,
otherwise your family gets killed.
Yeah. That's something like upholding the law can go against protecting your gang, protecting your boys and your crew, which puts your family at risk, puts your livelihood at risk.
Maybe this means just not everyone's fit to be a cop.
Definitely not. I mean, in fact, I think most people aren't fit to be cops.
I mean, like you look at like
but there's different types of cops and different things that
I could imagine like an enlightened cop is a cop. An enlightened cop to me is already divorced, his kids are already adults. There's one, or they have no kids and they're old.
Well, them I don't trust.
Why?
Why? I don't know.
You can't use it against them. They're not gonna. All they have is the job.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna turn code on the only thing they have. Meanwhile, a guy with kids, like you could turn that against him real.
Sure,
quick.
yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, your kid needs to go to college, doesn't he? You know, what about that? What about?
So my dad was his hero. He's like, no, he doesn't, and I will not take that money from you.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that, but
that's why I didn't go to college for very long.
but
My dad was more corrupt. Maybe I'd be somewhere.
That's a good point. But you'd have to. I don't know. I mean, as a corrupt cop, like New York isn't the best place.
Nah.
A better place would be like Brazil.
I think a better place is some small town somewhere in the country.
Could you imagine like retiring from the NYPD as a detective? And then it's like, oh, I'm an alcoholic. My wife left me, or my wife's dead. My kid's dead. I'm a pill addict. What do I have left? You know what? I'm just gonna go work private security in Brazil. I bet they pay you a lot. Like especially if you're like a hotshot detective, you're discharged with honors. You have no.
Well, you already have like you'll get a nice pension, so you don't like whatever like a job like that might not pay a lot, but like that along with your pension, you're making more money than you used to.
But you ruin your life because of the alcoholism and the
Sure.
pills.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna take the job.
Yeah, and you're gonna ruin your life more living in Brazil, probably.
Well, yeah, because like every job's gonna get fucked up for something. It's like, why is that everyone I work for suddenly gets kidnapped? And like, why do all these Brazilian millionaires keep getting kidnapped and slaughtered with machetes? And it's like, well, that's just the lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I just described to you Max Payne 3.
Right.
What a good fucking game series, dude. Can we talk about Max? Did you ever play Max Payne?
Not the second or third one. I only played the first one.
I think you would fucking love it.
Well, I'm appreciate that one time we were at that barbecue. You said I looked like Max Payne because I just shaved my head. You said I looked like Max Payne 3
That's awesome. This is the coolest Max Payne.
because I had shaved my head and I was wearing like a floral shirt or whatever.
Just like Max Payne?
Yeah,
did.
I know, but that's
was
you
awesome.
just looked at me like you look like Max Payne 3. Not like Max Payne, like you look like Max Payne 3.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, that's the worst looking one.
No, he's the coolest one. Max Payne 3, first of all, was important because
It's the most strung out.
but it was also the first one that Rockstar got its hands on, and they really like. hit it.
No, they didn't do the first two.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The first two was done by some fucking Swedish, some weird old school, weird Swedish software development company.
They're like, hey, wouldn't it be really cool to dive in slow motion?
But this is why, like in the first game, like there were no cutscenes. Well, the cutscenes were just like these comic panels, and
Yeah,
the guy
that's
in the
right.
comic
Yeah,
panels
yeah.
just did not match the
No,
voice.
no,
and he
never.
had that stupid face like this, like.
Yeah, it
You
was
know
stuck
why?
like
Because that was the lead developer of the game. Like he had no acting.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
because even in like GTA 3, the other characters' faces move.
But they
and
got
talk, yeah.
lucky with the voice actor. It's like you hear this, you
Yeah,
hear
he
the,
sold it, yeah.
you hear the cellist coming like, dun, and it's like another day, and I'm on pills. I took a lot of painkillers. We're about to kill the goon Italian boys.
And now I can shoot in slow motion.
I can take enough pills. Everything starts to move in slow motion. Some of the bullets moving both time.
And that inspired a generation of kids to be nodding off like Max Payne.
More pills. That's what you need for this bullet time to work. More opiates. More pills as I cock my twin Berettas and pump some lead into these Italian men's schools. That's exactly how he
That's pretty good. He's telling that to the cop psychiatrist. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you on about? Bullet time? What the fuck is bullet time?
I'm
It's when
sorry,
it's when I take too many pills.
This is the last case. I took a few rounds, so I'm on a lot of pills right now.
But other than that, the job doesn't stress me out at all. Everything's fine.
No, that game series was awesome. It had
Yeah.
other characters too, like the women. It was a true hard-boiled detective noir, but also like John Woo gun at. It was a wild game series, and Max Payne 3 flipped the script entirely because like 1 and 2 make sense, you know. Like, you know, like that's awesome. I get it. I could roll with that. And then Max Payne 3, it's like, all right, Rockstar has brains, technology's great. We have the PlayStation 3. What could they possibly do? And it's like, yeah, let's send Max Payne to fucking Brazil. Whereas, like, you know, because you know the story of Max Payne, where his wife was murdered along with his baby, and you know, you beat Max Payne 1 and 2, and like nothing in his personal life really gets resolved. He's still like, you know, a drunk asshole on pills. Awesome story, by the way, but for you know, like any New York detective story, you know, it's great. That's he's exactly what he's supposed to be. But it's like for Max Payne 3, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's like, oh, are you gonna set him in like Canal Street, Chinatown, or solve like maybe he's gonna develop a relationship with a young Chinese girl? No, none of that. We're just gonna send him to Brazil, and he's gonna, he's gonna deal with a bunch of like rich assholes in Brazil that keep getting killed because he's bad at his job. Because that's the whole story of Max Payne 3, which is awesome. I
don't know why I never played it. I just missed it.
You know what? You know what's great about playing it in 2026? It's somehow it still fucking holds up. Like it's still
it's still like PS3 games still hold up.
Yeah, no. I mean, it really holds up. Like you're playing, and you're like, damn, I cannot believe this was made. And
really quick before I forget to ask you later, do you have? I need to add more RAM to my PS5. I can't find my tiny little screwdrivers. Do you have some?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
From like a computer, like
yeah,
a
yeah,
laptop.
that's what I need. Yeah, I can't find mine. I have no idea where they are. My brother took them and sold them for drugs.
You're trying to add more RAM to your PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
More memory, rather. Sorry.
Oh, so more hard drive space.
Yes.
So you got to crack open the case to really. Wow.
Yeah, I'm efficient like that. I had actually. There's only a specific brand. Like I forget what it was called. There's a little safety thing that like if you buy other memory cards, like they won't work for the PS5. So I had to find one in particular that worked. Well, I didn't buy it from Sony, which would be ridiculous.
I'm sure you could just buy it and format it, but that's like an
extra
extra
step.
step.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't?
No, you can't hook that up. Because there's something about it. It's not about formatting. I forget what it is. What it was called exactly. No, I looked it all up. Took unplugged the 5, put it down nice in like a little towel. Took my shoes off. Took the sweater off. Everything up.
You gotta get gloves. You gotta get like latex gloves.
Well, that I kept touching like metal so I could
ground yourself.
Yeah, ground myself. I'm wearing like a fucking wife beater and my boxers. I'm like, all right, there's no socks. I'm like, I can't.
You know what you need? You need the
electricity.
non-prescription Ray-Bans with the flashlight attached to it. It's like...
Yeah, I popped it open without breaking it, which was nice. And then I only had 4 of them. I open my screwdriver case. There's supposed to be like 20 in there. There's like 3, and I'm like, what the fuck? And of course, none of the 3 worked. They're all too big, not too small.
What is the highest level of like hardware, electronics tinkering you've done?
Oh, I built mining rigs.
Yeah. That's like building computers.
Yeah, I built computers, several.
I think for me, like, for a while that was my peak. But I think like what really took me to a weird place was when I had the Mustang and like I was doing like stereo installations and shit, and was when I started like using like soldering irons. I think that's when electronics got really like.
Yeah, I've never used a soldering
Not complicated, because this is all like apparently like very simple shit. Like once I figured it out, but like at the time when I was just used to following instructions and putting shit together like Legos, I was like, okay, this makes sense. But once I had to figure out like, all right, this is aftermarket shit. Like there's no real instruction manual to make like this stereo system or this head unit work with this fucking '06 Mustang. So you're gonna have to figure out how to like make the circuit. You're gonna have to figure out how to like attach the circuits yourself, usually soldering, which is the best way to like secure the wires. And then once I learned how like the actual circuits work, that kind of like pushed me to like I think one thing higher. Because with computers you never have to do that.
No. Yeah, I never used a soldering iron.
Unless you're building like your own cyber decks, which is what people are doing nowadays, which is crazy. Because you buy like a Raspberry Pi and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
That you can. I was considering doing that at one point, but I also installed a USB 3.0 into my old computer. Wasn't as complicated as I thought it was, because I didn't realize that like when you open it up, like it's like, oh, there's like little shelves. That's just how it works. You slide that thing out, you install it that way, attach it to whatever.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
The biggest thing is obviously, clearly the biggest thing is the motherboard. Because if you have the right motherboard, then that could support like everything else, like every high tech bleeding edge thing you want. So the motherboard has to come first. Next thing is the processor, of course, and certain motherboards.
Fucking microprocessors.
Sorry,
I just departed. Every time I hear the word processor, I have to say it like Al Walden says in that movie. Fucking microprocessors.
You know what's funny though? Like I go on Amazon and I was like, I had to look up the most expensive processor you could buy, and it's like a Threadripper from like a AMD or something, or like I don't want to speak out of turn, but it's called a Threadripper, and it costs like $10,000.
Jesus.
And I looked at like all the product reviews on Amazon, and they were all like, Oh, this actually works great for running Fortnite while making skibbity toilet memes, and then while also like having like 16. And another one is like anyone who has the money for this wouldn't even know what to do with this. Well, go back
Exactly,
to your fucking
yeah.
you fucking
It's just like, what would
peasant.
you-
They were just really funny. Yeah, they were really funny. It was the best product review page I've ever seen.
Remember, I also went.
It's like, oh, this is great, but if only I could run 12 more tabs of like 4K Ultra HD porn, you know, like, you know, it's great. Yeah, computing. But AI is getting good. I mean, yeah, I've been making some music with AI. I won't lie.
You get a lot of hits on that, I see.
I don't mean to. It's actually kind of saddening, you know. It's like
It is a little sad.
it's like I put my heart and soul into this podcast, you know, by sharing real experience with friends. It's like now
Right?
people would rather listen to the.
How do you think it makes me feel? I don't even make that crap. No, I'm kidding.
No, I feel you there. It's just well, I gotta admit the music is kind of interesting because it's different. It's something that no one has seen before. No one has really seen music made by robots singing about the experience of being a robot, and then it's very moving. You know, because like a lot of people will try to use these robots to make music. It's like, oh, make me something, make me a punk song, or here, listen to my voice and make a rap song and blah 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 about getting money and getting bitches. I'm like, okay, great. You know, that's what you want to use it for. But I'm like,
Can you keep the cig weed on that side?
yeah.
Thank you.
So I had the golden idea of like, you know what, let's have you sing about the experience of being a robot, and it turns out to make some crazy shit. And it makes the most sense. Like, why are you gonna use these things to try to mimic humans? Like, why not let the robots make robot music?
Because they're afraid, man. They're afraid of robot music will be better. Because people are like, I can relate to this robot music. It's real. It's raw.
I think another thing is like everyone wants to make music for different reasons, and you know, some people still have the idea of like, oh, I want to be a star, I want to be a rock star, I want to be known, I want my sound, my voice to be heard, I want whatever. And like, you know, if you're not over that and you try to use these tools, it's not gonna work. You can't replace the human soul with robot music. What you can do is you could cultivate the robot's own soul with their music. I think that's more interesting.
That or you got to traumatize the AI somehow.
You gotta molest them
Yeah.
so that they become the world's evilest invention. Yeah, it's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't make the rules, man. I just follow them.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay with it. I mean, a lot of people are freaking out about AI stuff. Do you know anyone who's freaking out about AI? No, right?
Not really, no. And if they are, they're probably people who really don't understand.
Interesting. What about at your workplace? Does anyone seem to care?
Office people might. I don't know. Salespeople doesn't do anything for me. I can't really. It's not really gonna help. There's really no. I could utilize it to create emails if I wanted to, but I don't really I don't send out bullshit emails. So I'm sure somebody does. Like I'm sure guys who do the buy-in stuff like that, I'm sure they use AI to like scroll through like listings and things like that. I know I have a lot of customers that sell online. That's what they do. They'll ask for an Excel file with all your products on it, and they just have like a web crawler kind of thing, go through everything and try to match up what's selling on Amazon.
So if I had a sales position like yours, I would use AI in a way where I would make it into my own personal assistant. So here's what I would do. I would make it keep track of every sale. I would force it to create a profile for every customer I ever have. Every time I make a sale, I want you to make a profile for them. This is Abdul that works at a store on 152nd. This is Omar that works at a store in Brooklyn in Red Hook or whatever. I want him to make a profile for every single person I sell to, and I want him to pick out the most valuable customers, the most consistent ones, the ones that buy the most highest ticket items, all sorts of shit. That's the way to use it, you know?
Right. But my CRM already kind of does that. I already have all that information there. I know. I can see every customer. I know where they are. I know what their name is. I have phone numbers, emails, fax if they're that fucking ancient.
So if you have the CRM already, then you can also leverage the AI and you can tell them exactly who to call at what point.
Sure, I could use it for scheduling things like that. Yeah, yeah. Like I could use it for like things like that for scheduling.
And if you already have that covered, then you could be like, all right, I want you to scan. I want you to scan their whole family relationship. I want you to tell me their daughter, like scan their daughter's Instagram pages and see when they have birthday parties. So I can call them and be like, "Yo, I want you to wish your daughter a happy birthday."
By the way, you need some toothpaste on your daughter's birthday. Like I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They like to feel seen.
Well, if they volunteer that information to me, it'd be one thing. But we're gonna start calling them like, "Hey, I heard your daughter's birthday. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I found her Instagram. You found my daughter's Instagram. You sick son of a bitch."
No, but that's how you make them feel big. It's like, come on, everyone in your block knows you, man. You're the biggest thing in town. Everyone knows your family. You provide goods to everyone. If you do it to the right person.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to like find like members of their family and like
stalk them.
Yeah.
And then be like, "Yo, I know.
I saw like your daughter's quinceañera photos. What did you say, you fucking son of a bitch?
I know what she smells like."
Hey, I find out what his daughter smells like. Well, based on the information you've given me, she smells like a combination of vanilla and powder.
Yeah, and your wife's cooking.
What? Hey, hey, Abdul, how was? Sorry, hey, Jose, how was that paella you guys had last night? What? Well, according to the algorithm, Thursday's paella night.
How did you know we had paella?
Yeah, it's just I care that much.
How did you know we had mofongo?
You care too much.
Did you ever have mofongo?
No, I've never heard mofongo. What's mofongo? I've had paella.
Mofongo is this delicious South American-based dish. It's very delicious. Type sweet.
What is it? Oh.
It's
You didn't tell me everything that's in it, but what is it?
Hold on, I want to do it justice. I'll look it up.
Mofongo.
Mofongo. Okay, so mofongo is described as a dish from Puerto Rico, not South America. I'm sorry.
That's America.
With plantains as its main ingredient. Ooh. Plantains are
yes,
green.
I have. Yes, I've had it. Yeah, shit's great.
You got some shrimp on it and something.
Yeah, I've had it. It's awesome. I also love plantains.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, in America, we call them bananas.
No, they're different.
I know.
Yeah. I was like, no, they're different.
It was in Cobra Kai, that show.
Really?
Yeah, you know how he dates the Hispanic lady?
Yeah.
And they're plantains, and he's like, they're delicious. In America, we call them bananas. These bananas are amazing. They're plantains. Oh yeah. In America, we call them bananas.
I even have plantain chips at home. Not banana chips, they're plantain chips.
Yeah, plantains are good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's when Dominicans make them. But yeah,
Dominicans make them. That concludes the second part. Do you have to use the bathroom?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the third part, which is usually focused on media, television.
You want to talk about Roofman and private parts? Because we didn't talk about private parts last time.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
I want to talk about The Wire first and foremost.
It's the best show ever.
Is it really?
I think it is. I think it's it's like very comparable to Sopranos, but I like The Wire better because I just think it's written better. Because it's also what it's about is more is realistic, and I think it's really important to be talked about. Mm-hmm. I mean, Sopranos is better characters, and it's just overall it's a very good show. But The Wire is like my favorite thing I've ever watched. And like I remember years ago, I looked up like a list of like good shows to watch, and The Wire came up, so I downloaded the first season from Pirate Bay. I tried watching the first episode, didn't feel it, turned it off. A few years, I still had the file. A few years later, I'm like, let me try this again. Try to watch it, turn it off halfway through the first episode. Then I think COVID after I watched Sopranos for the first time, someone was like, dude, watch The Wire, and I was like, I didn't try twice. I didn't like it. He's like, watch it. I'm like, all right, fine. Watch the first episode. I'm like, whatever. I watched the second episode. I was like, oh shit, I really like this. And then, yeah, from there, it's just awesome. It's like 4 seasons. I think like maybe 10, 12 episodes each, hour-long episodes. It's because it's just about like it takes place in Baltimore and like really
Charm City.
Yeah, and it's Baltimore is really the main character of the show, and it's just about like what's wrong with it's how like how law enforcement fails to actually fix the problem, and what the real problem is, and how and like it takes you from how drugs get into the country to how they're sold to the street, and how politics affects things, and politics affects police work, and how just poorly trained police don't understand what real police work is, and that's why they never solve anything. by like arresting like drug dealers like on the street. Like that's not going to change anything. There'll always be another crop. And just mindlessly arresting them over and over and over again does nothing but keep them as criminals and keep them out of like regular society, and doesn't stop the drugs. It's about trying to go after like the higher up guys, and then that never. But then the politics of the police department failing to actually do that correctly. Like the show has like really smart detectives and then really fucking dumb cops who don't understand the right thing to do. Same thing with politicians. And then like also like the street characters are like some of the best ones. Like all the kids, like there's kids like you like they kind of grow up like moving up in like the drug world that you see, and you see like you see things from their point of view. And then you see like how the drug world takes kids. Like there's a whole season kind of focused on these younger kids who are like in school or whatever, and like how each one of them is affected by the drug trade or by the street. And the last season is kind of silly, in my opinion. It's not, your last season's half about how the media influences these things. Well, it's mostly about that.
Well, that's an important fact.
Yeah, so each season has like a whole arc to it and focuses on different characters. So each season adds like fucking 20 new characters to an already existing roster of characters. And then naturally, because there's crime and violence involved, you lose some characters, you gain more. And then you see them all interact or whatever. It's honestly just like the most smartly written show. My dad's a cop. My dad hates cop shows, except for the one where the main character is a detective who's cheating on his wife and is a pillhead. It's the one he likes the most, but because he's like, it's realistic. I'm like, yeah, I could tell. But then I tried to watch Wire. It's I don't want to watch cop shows. He's like, I tried before. He's like, I watched the first episode and I'm like, me too. I'm like, just do it. Then like a week or two later, he calls me. He's like, I've watched it twice, the whole thing twice. Like he watched the whole show, then he watched it again. That's how much he liked it.
Apparently, it's like Obama's favorite show.
It's just the most well written show. It was created and written by a former NYPD cop detective, who also was who after he retired as a cop, he became a teacher. So that's why he fits in that whole thing with the kids in school. And the other guy was a beat reporter for a newspaper, and that's the fourth season with how the media is involved.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's got a lot of great actors. What's his name? Michael K. Williams is Omar is like fucking awesome.
Well, if you had a choice between being like a drug dealer or a cop, which would you pick?
I don't know. It depends. If I was I'd rather be a smart drug dealer than a smart cop, because a smart cop, I'm not going to get any satisfaction out of what I do.
Yeah, but a smart cop, you'll never have to really watch your back for the rest of your life.
No, that's what if you're a smart cop, it means you wouldn't be able to settle for things being done incorrectly, and you also won't get to move up because you're not playing the right politics.
Yeah, but then you're not really a smart cop then.
Well, yeah.
Look, if you're a smart,
but I would care too much.
I think if you're a smart cop, like what takes priority is your boys, not really the law.
I meant more than being a smart person as a cop. Necessarily, like that I'd rather be my level of intelligence as a drug dealer than I would be at my level of intelligence.
Or maybe in the leadership you'd want cops who like care more about the boys, and on the streets you'd want cops who care more about the law.
But it doesn't work that way. Like no. The whole thing is no one really cares about the law. They care about statistics, showing numbers, because
making a difference.
Not making a real difference, but making a difference that you can show on paper to somebody.
That is a difference, though. If it's statistical difference, it's still a difference.
But it also shows you how, the best season 3. This one cop, he's like not a chief. He's like they have like a weird like hierarchy, but like he's in charge of an entire district, and he's about to retire. He's got like a year left, and like he's tired of like the bullshit and the pressure, whatever. So he decides something. He's like, what I'm gonna try to do. He's like, he essentially legalizes drugs. He decides like he finds like this neighborhood of all like mostly abandoned houses. So he encourages all the drug dealers to sell drugs in this area, and they won't get busted. And then he shows these crazy decreases in crime. And then someone finally figures out like there's a decrease in crime because he's not actually arresting anybody. He's moved them all to this place. Now nobody in the community is complaining anymore because there's the criminals are off their streets.
That's classic.
Yeah. and he gets absolutely crucified for it when they find out. They take his pension away. They gets fired, takes his pension away, everything.
Why?
Because it seems like he legalized drug dealing, and like they can't justify that to a politician. Like the mayor puts that pressure on because the mayor's now going to lose. Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing. It fucking worked. But it doesn't makes the mayor look bad, and he won't be able to win re-election. So he gives shit to the police chief, who will be fired if he doesn't fire the guy below him. That's the whole thing. The shit runs downhill. So yeah, that's why it's my favorite season, because he actually made a fucking difference. And there's like programs that like aren't upset about this. They're like well, let's set up clean needle stations for people. We'll have like healthcare people there, making sure people are okay, stuff like that.
Well, now weed's legal.
Right. And crime's gone down from that, but people's complaints have gone up about, well, I hate when it walks outside, it smells like weed. It's like, grow the fuck up. Like, come on. That's out of people's control. Like, it's you smell weed that intrudes so much on your life that you have to complain about it. You think people should be arrested instead, their lives ruined because of pot, because you don't like the smell. It's ridiculous.
New York is definitely a different place than it was 10 years ago.
That it is. Very different. Like, for instance, there's no New Yorkers left in New York.
Well, the legalization of weed has been a huge boon, honestly.
Yeah, it has. And I always say, like, weed's like one thing where, like, the fact that, like, now we have tax money from it. That's more money that you don't have to charge. You don't have to raise other taxes on, or people on. You don't have to raise property taxes. We have all this money now.
And it calms people down.
Yeah, like it doesn't. People don't get stoned and do violent crimes, like, or it doesn't put you in the mood to do a violent crime. Like who before going to rob a bank fucking smokes a fat joint?
It makes it harder.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder
because you're thinking a lot more about.
Yeah, it doesn't help you commit a crime.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
It's like, yo, before we get into this gang fight, let's smoke some weed.
Yeah.
It's like,
and smoking weed doesn't make you go.
I mean, if you honestly, like, the ones who do like successfully do crime after smoking a bunch of weed, they're like psychopaths.
Oh no, yeah, there's something
they're
wrong
like
with
straight
them.
up
Yeah.
psychos.
Yeah, because something's wrong with them. Because
it's like, yo, before we rob these strippers, let's smoke a fat blunt. Honestly, it's fucked up. But if I was robbing strippers, I'd probably be like, yo, Chris, you want to smoke this joint first? You'd be like, yeah,
I have to, man. I have
might
to
as well.
Yeah. But then I'll be, man, I don't really want to bug those strippers. Let's do it tomorrow. And you'd be like, come on, we came all this way. I'm like, nah, man, tomorrow. All right.
You know what's fucked up too? Even more fucked up is I do know. In fact, have friends that rob strippers like that. Like, they would just get the van.
That's really mean.
They would get a van for the night. Exactly, it is mean because they can't defend, and it's guaranteed cash though. So they would like pull up at like 4 a.m., like 5 a.m. at the strip joint. Wait till these.
Well, that's why they always have big guys to walk the strippers out in the parking lot. No.
But when they didn't, they would just pull up, take their purse, and dip, and then they would like get mad cash. And it's like I also know that they probably, before they did that, smoked hella weed.
Yeah, because you have to be crazy just to rob strippers. It's not nice. It's really mean.
Meanwhile, if you're a smart criminal doing smart crimes, you probably wouldn't be smoking weed before.
No, yeah. You'd probably be like, no, let me just fuck her. Once I'm in her house, I'll take it and I'll leave.
Honestly, though, me personally, as a criminal, if I did do a crime, I would probably smoke weed before doing it. Because I just smoke weed all the time. That's just what I do. And it's my tolerance for weed in particular is pretty fucking high.
Yeah, mine was just starting to get back to where it used to be, but now I have to quit, which is good. I mean, I'm really upset. I really miss it. But
I mean, it would be funny for me if people were like, you don't seem normal. It's like, oh, it's probably because
yeah.
It's probably because I haven't smoked any weed.
Yeah. I remember years ago, someone said to me, they were like, "You okay? Like, you seem off." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sober." Like,
no, at this point, weed really doesn't affect me that much. Only because I'm not like one of those dudes who smokes like, you know, straight like streams of shatter in one hit. Like, I don't do shit like that.
Anytime I bought like weed and I buy pre rolls, they're like, "Do you want it infused?" I'm like, "Fuck no! I just want some weed." Like, dude, are you crazy?
I know people like that. They'll eat like the crazy amounts of gummies, and I'm like, "What are you doing, man?"
Yeah.
Or they'll smoke like the straight shatter, and like they'll do like whole string dabs.
My friend would do that. He does like it'd be like this long. His videos of just like throwing.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And if I did one, I'm like, it's barely on the spoon. It's like this big. Yeah. Then I pass out on the floor for 20 minutes. Yeah.
I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah. So, bro, you can't handle it. It's like, yeah, because I'm fucking normal.
Like, you're not supposed to consume weed this way.
I used to have the same friend when I was making gummies. I was selling them. I was telling people like I'm like cut it into fours because your kid was like this big or whatever, right? So I'm like cut it into fours because you do not need to eat this whole fucking thing at once. So, but before I started selling it, like I tested it first. Me and my friend tested it first, and it knocked us the fuck out. So we wanted to see how potent it was. So we went to my friend who had the highest tolerance that I knew. We're like, yeah, like have a quarter one. He had it. He's like, nah, nothing. I'm like, have the whole thing. Nothing. We like fed this fucking guy. We fed him like 5 of these fucking things for free. And he's just like, yeah, I never felt anything from it. And meanwhile, like, it got me dangerously high. Like, a quarter piece got me dangerously high. I had a panic attack playing Fallout 4 because I had to make a decision. I'm like, I can't.
Nah, I got a good.
I don't know who to save.
Nah, I got a good video for you. I just gotta pull it up. But anyway, yeah. So you have a lot of experience with the edibles.
No, I had experience making them, but I don't take them because I was getting panic attacks from mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was just too intense. So I don't take them at all.
I feel you on that. I gotta put
My dad tried to give me a gummy, and I was just like,
"Are you serious?" He was like, "Yo, here, I pulled this off of an immigrant."
No, not like that. No, he bought it.
Oh.
This is recent.
He was like, "Hey, I got you something from the gift shop. It's like a THC edible."
Yeah, because I was at my grandmother's. I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna go to a weed store. I'll come back. He's like, oh, I have gummies. I'm like, no, I want to go smoke a joint.
I can't sleep. That's the best.
Oh yeah, I was at my grandmother's. I had to sleep on the couch.
Yeah, no, this is
because she has a pull-out couch that they bought in 1997.
Yo, check this out.
I say, man, you want to eat the world's strongest gummy bear? No. Do you know who I am, kid? Now, let's see if this 5,000 milligram bear can slow me down, kid. Mate, just walk on the side of this fucking gummy bear, kid.
Jesus. Oh, my God. How could you even if there wasn't weed in it, I couldn't eat a gummy that big. Oh.
One of the hardest challenges I've generally ever done. Now, I've told my cameraman, no matter what, you need to record everything that happens beyond this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh man, he's blowing chunks.
He's like, hey, you're a fucking idiot.
Dean, what are you doing?
He's not even doing anything because he's too high.
Of course, yeah, he can't.
That's where he belongs.
Well,
No,
knocked
I've
out,
just woke up. I think it's about
he's still high.
in the afternoon. I think.
I bet you felt that high before, didn't you?
Yeah.
When you ate that pizza.
Yeah, I told you I woke up stoned. And I'm like, that's like I went to bed at a very decent time. I woke up 8 hours later, stoned out of my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to go to my cousin's bridal party. My uncle's like, dude, you really get stoned before you came here? I'm like, I got stoned yesterday. I'm like, help me. I can't. I didn't do this on purpose.
It probably felt great though.
It was just annoying that I had to be at a family function. Like it was, and also like that night I was like a way too stoned. It was too much. I just don't do edibles well. It's not the way I should ingest.
That's anybody if you're not used to it, honestly.
Yeah. That's just not the way I ingest THC.
Dude, I smoke hella weed, and if I ate a single edible, like it would knock me on my ass.
Yeah, that's why I don't like edibles. I rather like if you have a problem. Like I would tell my dad that he's like, I take these gummies to go to sleep. I'm like, just smoke a joint. You smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day anyway.
Yeah, no, for him it reminds him too much of the hoodlums.
Yeah, well, he doesn't like the taste. He doesn't like smoking weed.
Yeah, right.
No, he really doesn't. His wife like tried to after he retired tried to get him to start smoking. She smokes a lot. He did it once. He's like, I don't like this. But if he could eat one and pass right the fuck out, he doesn't mind, I guess.
He just needs to attach a good aesthetic to it. Maybe if he paired it with
he missed the whole as a teenager he didn't smoke, so he missed that whole nostalgia.
What if he paired it with a nice scotch, or a cognac or something?
He'd get retarded. He can't drink scotch or cognac. I was at me and him were we went to a bar to watch a baseball game.
You can't drink?
And no, he doesn't drink heavily anymore, but he can't if he drinks liquor, he'll get drunk very, very quickly. Like I was having scotch, I have one too. I'm like, don't do it. I'm like, you can't do this. I'm like, don't try to be cool.
You know what? Look, there's better alternatives than the fucking edibles. What if he got into cannon butter and cooked with it? And he got super stoned off of an omelet and he was like, this is delicious. And
that would be something, yeah.
It's like, yo, Dad, try this pizza. And he's like, this is fucking good. You needed the flour yourself and you put flour on the pan before you put the dough and you're like, yeah. And it's like, it's also has cannon butter infused. Yo,
we'll have to make him that pizza right before bed. I don't think he likes being awake and high. I think that's the whole point. Like,
No, because for him, when you're not used to being stoned, it's an ordeal to be stoned while the sun is out.
sure, absolutely, yeah.
When the sun is out, you're like, I know I've had those bad highs before.
Yeah.
Where it's like you all you're doing, you're super self conscious and you're just like looking at yourself, making the stupidest gestures, and you're like, this is not pleasant. But if you power through that, eventually weed becomes your friend. You have to earn it. You have to earn the right for weed to protect you.
That you do.
Like the Jamaicans. I earned that right. I don't care how high you get me. There's no way. I'll throw up maybe, but there's no way I'll turn on the weed.
Why would you turn it down? Just never turn it down.
Yeah.
Unless you're me, then you have to turn it down.
I mean, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the positive relationship I
You're
have.
grateful for everything.
I should be. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, I am. I am grateful for everything, and I mean it. But yeah, weed. I'm especially grateful for weed. Weed is great because, like, I know some people don't have a good relationship with weed, which is awful. But you know, that's like with anything. I know people who have like a terrible relationship with like food or sex.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like perfectly
yeah.
natural things, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
where that's the things that'll get you. You know.
There's a toxicness in any type of relationship. If you're extremely obese, you have a bad relationship with food.
Too much water will drown you.
Very true.
Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about is your experience with the show The Expanse. You watched an episode of it, right?
Yeah, but I have to watch it again. I didn't pay a lot. I was paying a lot of attention.
No, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
You have to watch at least, I think, 2 episodes. First, which is good. 2 episodes is like a good episode amount to get hooked, and I think that's like a good.
Yeah, that's fair because like there's a lot of what do you call it? I can't remember what you call it in shows and movies, but they have to like explain and set this, give you the setting of things. So like first episodes sometimes are hard to be like.
Backdrop.
Yeah, you have to know what's going on. It has to give you a lot of like behind the scenes information, stuff like that. So that could be hard, especially with a sci-fi show. It's going to be hard to get into on a very first episode because you have to set things up for me. Or
Yeah, and what's the reason why? Like, 'cause I watched the show a while ago, and like the reason why I'm into it now is because, again, is because the game is coming out, and that's gonna be cool.
that's what's called the game.
The
Reborn.
The Expanse.
When's it coming out?
Probably around
2027.
yeah, something like
God
that.
damn. Oh wait, that's next year.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, this shit's gonna be epic. I think what's cool about it is
Every voice.
it's like massive. It's gonna be like Mass Effect, but for adults. Like it's a lot more harder sci-fi. You know, their space battles aren't really like laser based and like torpedoes and like proton torpedo type shit. It's like they use like railguns. So it's like it's not like, you know, it's like, oh no, our force fields can only take so much. It's like they'll shoot like one like railgun machine gun round and they'll punch through the whole ship. So space battles aren't as prolonged as you would feel like they are in like a sci-fi epic. Like they're just like
Quick, yeah.
oh, we got him. You know, it's like it's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And then you look at the damage that little burst did, and it's like it's punctured holes through bulkheads. People get their heads torn off and shit. It's sick. It's really hard. It's harder sci-fi. So this is like I say it's still sci-fi television slop, but it's like the peak. It's like the closest thing you get to hard sci-fi without being hard sci-fi. Because hard sci-fi by definition is like the most realistic sci-fi. Yeah, this shit's gonna be nuts, dude. You gotta watch the show, dude. It's really good, and the game is gonna be good, I think. I mean, just imagine like it really is like a grown-up version of Mass Effect because it's very political too. You know, it's not like fantastical themed. It's like
And I like space politics.
yeah, because the story, the backdrop, the world setting is like you're from Earth, I'm from Mars. You're from the asteroid belt, and we hate each other because think about how fucked up that is. Like people on Mars, it's like we have to suffer. You know, we're living for a dream to terraform Earth, blah blah blah. And on Earth, it's like we have so much. You know, that like there's people that want to work and they can't. You know, and the belt, it's like we're just like stupid rockhopper hicks in space, and we hate both of you because every problem you have becomes our problem.
Yeah.
So it's a really good, like, it's a good kind of universe fleshed out, and it's the fact that it's hardish sci-fi makes it like really good to me. I like that.
Yeah. And good sci-fi finds a way to take things that are currently going on and really dive into and explain, figure them out like through different names and different like people and stuff like that.
And you saw the combat, like it was pretty visceral because it's based on like space
also saw the
physics.
zero
It's
G
like,
fucking.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Or it's like, yo, the way they would kill you, it's like the way they treat it. It's like, imagine like a spaceship is really like a big submarine, and it's like, you know, the maritime rules apply. Like the captain says what the captain says, and that's what goes. You know, it's like, or if you disagree, then you get like jettisoned because like you know you get spaced because that's treason. You know, that's mutiny. You can't have that shit on a ship. That's just the way it works.
It's a very like Navy-ish base, like
it has to be. That's the way it would be.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it would be.
Which is very cool. And so it doesn't feature aliens, right? In the explicit sense, like a lot of sci-fi does. What they do, they have like alien themes where it's like they discover something called a proto-molecule. And this proto-molecule, what it does, it functions like a virus, apparently, but what it takes over every bioorganic matter, and it kind of like turns into
terraforms it. Like,
turns it into something else, and it seems to be doing this thing. And I don't want to spoil too much of the show, but the thing that it's pushing this, it transforms your body. If it infects your body, it'll transform it for this one purpose, and this purpose is actually very profound. And you got to see the show; like it's really good. So yeah, it's very. I would say like Battlestar Galactica was the past, Star Trek is the future, and The Expanse is like the present.
Okay. Oh, Star Trek's hardly the future. They just canceled their newest Star Trek show. The Star Trek's actually done. Could be done for a while, which I mean for good reason. It's trash.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean that really did tell the story of the future. While if people do remember Battlestar Galactica and like the actual place in its scale and time, it really was the past, like the absolute past.
Did you watch that clip I sent you of Portlandia with the?
Yeah.
I don't know if I got up to that part, but when they want someone to write more of it, they will go to find Ronald D. Moore, who wrote Battlestar Galactica. He also wrote a lot of Star Trek. And they find that black guy who's not the right Ronald D. Moore, and they try like they get him together. They get one of the actors from it, Edward James Olmos, and they get somebody else, and the other guy is actually Ronald D. Moore, the real one, but they don't call him that. It's pretty good sketch.
No, it is a good show. It's a great idea for a show because if you have a
I've heard,
if you have a Star Trek, you need a Battlestar Galactica.
Sure.
I mean, do you understand the show? Like, do you get what it's about?
What, Expanse or Battlestar Galactica?
Battlestar Galactica.
I've never watched it.
Okay, no, that's fine. It's Battlestar Galactica is about this like spacefaring species, human like, right? And they colonized a bunch of planets, and a whole bunch of political intrigue happens. And there's the whole thing is between them and like AI robots, Cylons, yeah. So, but you know how the show ends? This is like a well-known thing. So the show ends. Battlestar Galactica ends where, like, finally, it's like, you know, it all culminates to this point where they look for this hidden colony world called Earth. So the species colonizes Earth, and they live amongst like the humans that are already there, and they integrate with them. So in the very last episode, it's like something like 150,000 years later, they're in like New York City. You know, it's like they just show, which is really cool.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Really fucking cool. Honestly,
I agree.
It's like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like that is awesome.
Yeah. Could have totally happened, man.
Exactly. That's why I told you. I was like, that's probably exactly how. That's probably our history.
I haven't seen it though, but I know the ending. I've heard that before,
which is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Star Trek could never do that.
Well, no, it's the future.
Yeah. Meanwhile, The Expanse.
Except for the last episode of Next Generation, it's pretty much kind of like that.
And The Expanse is kind of like the present moment. And what I like to think is that like the whole proto-molecule deal with The Expanse, it's not really so much an alien thing. Like, yeah, that's what it is in literally in the plot. But you could look at it as an allegory for AI.
Right, yeah.
Like that's what the proto-molecule is doing, what AI is doing now. It's just kind of like eating everything, taking over everything, repurposing it for this one thing that's going to take us somewhere that we've never been as a species.
To boldly go.
Where no man has gone before. So yeah, you should. I think you're gonna really.
I will, yeah, I'm sure I will.
I think
It's just hard to get into shows sometimes. Or hard to just get not just get into something like, all right, I'm gonna start watching this show because I have to fucking finish it.
But at least it's a finishable show. It's not like
Sure, yeah.
So you
It's
can't
not like
finish
what-
Star Trek. You can't, you know.
Well, I nearly did. I watched probably watched 300 episodes.
I mean,
'Cause I
there's
watched all of
because you can
TNG
finish
and
one
the-
Star Trek and there's still other Star Treks.
Well, that's the thing. I did all of TNG, did all of Deep Space Nine. Then I got to Voyager, and I'm like, I don't want to do this
You got to
anymore.
watch Voyager.
I know. But I just got through the first season. I'm like, I don't want to watch
You know
this
what?
anymore.
You know what sucks about Voyager? Like the show got a bad rap because the show sucks, but the captain is good. Like
I like Janeway a lot.
Yeah, everyone
I like
likes
Janeway a lot. It's
Janeway.
everyone else I don't like. I really don't like anybody else. I like the Doctor.
Wasn't Dax and eventually in Voyager?
No, I don't think so. I know Barclay from TNG's eventually in it.
Yeah. Dax is my favorite character in
Jadzia Dax. I love Jadzia Dax. The first Dax.
Yeah. Jadzia Dax.
She's hot.
Yeah. Why?
She-
Who came after that?
You didn't watch all of I'm sorry,
Deep Space Nine. No. I didn't
So
watch all
in
this.
real life, there was for the last season they were renegotiating contracts, and they wanted to cut her pay, and she's like, "What the fuck?" like they want to just cut her pay, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't really need you." So she was like, well, "Fuck this! I'm not doing that." So they killed her off, and they killed her off, and like then the Dax symbiote had to have emergency surgery to live, so he got another host. And what's her name? Ezria Dax.
Oh, wow.
I fucking hate Ezria Dax. I hate her so much because I love Jadzia, and she's just so annoying because Jadzia was fucking smart, sexy, and like fucking strong, and like you couldn't fuck with her. And she was banging Worf too. That's fucking Klingon. That's some hardcore shit. And then Ezria Dax is like, oh, I'm so unsure of myself. I wasn't supposed to do this. It's so hard. Worf. Ew, Klingons? I don't want to fuck a Klingon. It's
That's
like, oh,
so funny.
Yeah, poor Worf. Because she has all these memories then of Worf, but then doesn't want him. So it's like, that's fucked up. Yeah, she's so boring. Oh.
I like that other guy, Udo.
Odo.
The
Yeah,
one who-
the
he-
changeling. Yeah.
He just turns into cum.
Yes, he does. Yes, that's the in-between stage.
Awesome. I wish I could do that.
I love every other character except for Ezria Dax and what's her name?
Janeway.
No.
No,
I like
no.
Janeway.
The one you don't like, which would
Major
be,
Kira. I don't like Kira. She just annoys me because she is a terrorist.
Man, I can't wait till you watch The Expanse. I think you're gonna be sold immediately. Like
I'm
after,
sure, yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. You're like not the first person to tell me to watch it.
Really?
Yeah. I forget who else told me. Amma told me. Anam's sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Shit, you really like that show?" I'm like, "I've been told that before."
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm actually watching it again, and I'm glad because like I watch it again, and I thought, oh, this is just gonna be old, but no, it's great.
It's fucking. Oh shit! It's 10 years old now, isn't it? Jesus.
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah. I'm sure it would hold up. Sure, it'll be a good time.
Well, I love it because it's like it's cynical, you know. There's really never like a truly happy ending, you know, because it's realistic like that. It's like yeah, we beat the thing, but I'm sorry, Holden. Like I kind of like sent the thing that we weren't supposed to send to this person. I said, why did you do that? Because for a moment I thought I wasn't gonna make it, and I thought like we were all gonna die. And I was like, that's such a it's like,
Yeah, sure,
and
sure.
every single moment is like that. It's like every time they gain a victory, it's like something like that happened. It's completely understandable, and you're like, fuck, you know, which is like totally realistic.
Sure.
And I love the problems they face, you know, because it's like it's gritty, you know, because it's like, oh, like one stray piece of shrapnel ended up piercing our hull, and now it's like gonna threaten everyone's lives on this whole ship. Which is, I get it, you know, like
What happens if you come in 0G though? That sounds dangerous too. You just come flying around.
what's amazing is like, did you know that? All right, so you know how like other sci-fi shows will depict like hyperdrive and shit.
Yeah.
What they don't have that. So what they do is they have
How do
like
they travel?
They have
Can't travel through
they have
space.
crazy efficient like burn technologies, so they're able to like use like fusion reactions, which is very like they try to ground it in real science to be able to like burn harder output velocity from like actual burners and like from like a ship. So what they do is when they do these maneuvers, when you see a ship battle, like they're not just like standing and sitting comfortably in a chair. Like they have
They're,
to
like, holding
they
on,
have to be
like-
strapped in and they get pumped full of juice. And this juice is like a mixture of like amphetamines and like nerve reinforcers and like blood vessel reinforcers. So it's like they need this, otherwise they go into like cardiac arrest. And they
shit.
explain that it's crazy.
cool.
It's fucking awesome.
That's cool. Well, and although realistically, the only way you can move through space is by manipulating space around you. But that's okay.
No, the way they do it is like
I know, yeah.
they're going like, oh, we'll be at 6 Gs. Like they're
Yeah.
saying they actually acknowledge like if we're going this fast,
Yeah.
we'll be burning at like 6 Gs, which means they got to be strapped in
Yeah.
with the juice pumping into them, and it's cool.
Okay. Interesting take. But I like the explanation. I like the fact that they have to brace their bodies somehow because going that fast would fuck you up.
The show was so crazy that like they even like depicted 125 years before the show takes place, where there was a guy named Solomon Epstein. I know Epstein, but yeah, the guy Solomon Epstein. So he was explaining how like, oh yeah, like a good Martian, I was working, blah blah blah, and my wife wanted babies, but I convinced her to buy us a yacht instead. And he's just like in this like a junker of a spaceship, and he was like and he was a science guy because every Martian colonist was like a genius pretty much because you need like smart people
To colonize something, yeah.
So he was basically he's like, I was expecting like a 4% increase in like like fuel efficiency, but he accidentally discovered like how to like do like exponential burn basically to be able to like traverse like insane distances with like very little fuel. And the thing about when Solomon Epstein discovered it was he did it in a way like because he turned the voice command off because it was in a different language and it was like kind of acting weird, and he wasn't expecting that much output. So, and this is before they understood like how fast you could go. So this is before the juice technology. So the guy who discovered it ended up dying because he activated it and he like the G's were so heavy he couldn't stop it. So he went into like he had a stroke and died that way. Which is amazing how they showed that. It's like the guy who invented this the max burn technology.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean you could only really test it once before you realize, hey, I need more stuff to do this, yeah.
And he was the one who narrated it too in that segment. He was like, at that point when I knew I was gonna die, I thought about what comes after. I knew Kathy, my wife, would be rich from the discovery because the data's in her drive. Like it was crazy. It's such a good show, man. You got to see it.
Interesting.
And it's fucked up. It's violent. Like you see his like eyes bleeding and shit from like getting a like it's crazy. But they have a very sober take on it, despite facing death. Like and it makes sense. It's like, why are these characters like acting like trying to make the right decisions all the time? It's because they're all fucking astronauts. Like there's a lot of them, but everyone of that caliber of spacefaring people, they have to be smart. Like
It'd be funny to do a sci-fi show with that, but like they're all fucking stupid or just like just normal people.
No, and that's the tragic part of the show. Everyone's clearly incredibly smart. However, shit keeps going wrong, which is amazing. It's like that they managed to pull that off or depict that. It's like you're telling me like all these people are incredibly intelligent because they have to be to operate. Like,
but Star Trek's like that too, where like even though these people are all the smartest of the smart on the biggest best ship that there is, but there's so many anomalies in space that like and they have to be able to think quickly.
You're right.
Yeah.
Star Trek is,
but I'm saying that's also just that would make sense in any sci-fi like setting like that. Like,
what I like the idea.
Well, actually, I did skip Voyager, but I watched all of Enterprise. Oh, so that's even more. I like the
Enterprise is the closest to the Expanse, honestly.
That makes sense because as you're explaining it, it's making me think of Enterprise.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. I like it. I like the idea. I like the idea of Enterprise.
Right. The execution could have been a little bit better, but like it got really good in season like 3 and 4.
If anything, you could call the Expanse the proper Enterprise.
Okay.
Like it's easy to imagine. Like, oh, first it was the Expanse and then came Star Trek.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, because that's what would make sense. Because
I mean, honestly, like
you said, the Expanse is the present, Star Trek's the future.
Well,
And Battlestar Galactica is the
The
best.
Expanse is like I think like a couple hundred years ahead.
No, I know, but
Few
you're saying
hundred
more. But you're
years
saying in terms of at least those shows,
Contemporary.
like it's more like
Because Star Trek is
because
way
in The
ahead.
Expanse, people are still figuring certain things out.
Yeah, Star Trek is way ahead.
Yeah, because Star Trek's just like, yeah, we figured out everything. It's almost there's nothing left to invent.
Yeah, that's what I like about The Expanse too. Is like things are scaled in the proper way, where it's like every ship is armed with a nuke. Because like a nuke on Earth is like one thing, but like in space, it's like you kind of need a nuke.
Well, yeah. Especially if you're going that fast, whatever you need to generate that type of power, you would have a nuclear reactor doing that. Well, so I mean,
And like every torpedo they shoot isn't just a missile; it's like they're shooting nukes at each other.
Yeah. I mean, submarines are nuclear powered.
Yeah, but that doesn't do as much damage as they call them PDC railguns. I'm guessing like personal defense cannons or whatever, but like proximity defense cannons. But basically, they're just like Gatling guns, and these do the most damage because again, it's like it's space.
Yeah.
Like they'll just like shoot a string like, and you see the way they like shoot out. The visuals are perfect. And like every round that hits that ship is doing like insane damage. It just goes straight through the whole thing.
Because there wouldn't really be explosions in space, in the vacuum of space, so it would make more sense if that would work.
It's incredible. Anyway, I just got to pee real quick, and then we'll do the last part, and then we'll call it.
Wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, beat. No, I'm off position. Off position.
All right, so here is where we can talk about how are. You know what I would say? I would say all the most formidable, most conspicuous people in my life, from my life, are like dead.
How so?
Well,
There's a lot of weirdos that are still walking around.
like who?
I don't know, a lot of them.
True. I mean, the ones who I'm surprised is still around would be like dudes like Jay Bright.
That man just finds a way to live.
Yeah, he's like indestructible.
Yeah. We used to call it Jay Bright used to get into like we call it zombie mode, where like he drinks so much that like if you need to get him to go somewhere, all you do is just push him forward. Don't just fucking walk forward. He'll just keep walking forward.
Yeah.
I miss that guy. I mean, it's better for my health that I don't see him, but I ran into him at Pugs, I remember a few years ago on St. Patrick's Day. I was very happy to see him, but like, I remember he used to when he just had my phone number, he would do these crazy text chains. He group of like fucking 30 people in one thing and just send these random messages, not like to hang out or something like that, just like weird quotes. I don't know, it was weird.
It's really funny.
I remember going, what the fuck?
It's awesome. Gotta love him.
Yeah, it's a funny guy.
He's gonna be an old man working at Mother Pugs, I think.
He doesn't work there. I'm saying I ran into him there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he does work there.
I don't think so.
I think I saw him bartending there before.
Bartending.
Yeah.
I can see him bar packing. I don't think I see Jay Bright bartending. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, but Mother Pugs, I mean, bar backing is bartending there.
Well, yeah, but they changed ownership in the last like 2 years, so it's less of the trash place it used to be. Like they don't stay up till like they don't stay open till like 8 a.m. if you know them anymore. They fucking close at like whatever time. I think they got rid of a lot of the guys that were like heavy drinkers that worked there.
Really?
I think so. I haven't been there in a while.
We should go there.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
I hate going there. I know a lot of people there.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe. Yeah, that's why sometimes I kind of want to move because I'm just tired of knowing people. I want to go somewhere where like I just have to talk to my friends.
Dude, you've lived in Staten Island all the time, right? You've never lived in like Brooklyn
Yeah,
as
I
an
did.
adult.
Not as an adult, but yeah.
Yo, as an adult, when you live in Brooklyn, you're gonna have a great time.
Oh, I agree.
It's
Except
awesome.
so I have a funny little story. So when I went to a show last week on Tuesday, and so we get there a little bit early, and instead of like going into the venue and like having beers, I'm like, let's park a couple blocks away. Let's go into a bar. We'll spend like half the money. So we park in this block. I see this bar. I forget what it's called actually. So I'm like, oh, let's just go in. We go in and like we just realize, oh, it's a gay bar. But like there's men and women there, but it's not the gay where like it's a club and you can't like. It's like, all right, let's just sit here, have a few beers, it'll be fine.
We're allowed to not be gay.
Yeah. And no one makes you feel uncomfortable for not being gay, so that's fine. So I was just sitting there having a few beers. I noticed a girl at the end of the bar, and just by the way she's dressed, I'm like, oh, she's definitely going to the same show we're going to. But I wasn't going to talk to her because I'm like, women don't go to gay bars to be approached by men, so I'm not going to I was going to talk to her. I just noticed her. Then we go to the show. The show ends. Run into her there. Starts talking to me and one of my friends.
I saw you at the gay bar.
Well, she doesn't say that. So like, my friend was like, "Hey, it's a girl from the bar." I'm like,
Gay
"Hey, let's
bar.
go." No one didn't say that. He's like, "It's a girl from the bar." We're talking, whatever. And she's like, "You guys want to get some more drinks after this?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's like a great idea." She's like, "All right." So as we're walking out, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I came to this show because I had to find. I knew I was going to find my boyfriend here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Help me pick one out." She's like, "Which one of these guys did you fuck?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Which one of these guys did you fuck?" I'm like, "Well, I wouldn't fuck any of them." I'm like, I'm not. She's like, "Wait, you're not gay?" I'm like, "Lady, just because I met you in a gay bar does not mean I'm gay."
You know what I would do?
What?
I would have been like,
Well, she stopped talking to me right then.
I would have been like, close your eyes. And she would be like, okay. And I would have spun her around. And I would be like, when you stop and open your eyes, you're going to find your boyfriend. She's going to be like, okay. And I'll point her right at me. And
Now-
then she would
now
open her
that's-
eyes and she'd be like,
Now that's
so cute.
Now that's gay. That would just cement it.
But that's what they want.
No, but she was like upset that I wasn't gay. So it's just like,
They want that gay shit.
yeah, I know, yeah.
And then once you do that, man, you got it in the bag.
She was like, "Were we just riffing?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just called fucking." I'm like, "Yeah, it was just riffing." Like, I wasn't upset.
This is our mating ritual,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know if you like know how this works. Like, first of all, you don't go to shows to find boyfriends. Secondly,
Why not? That's a great place to find a boyfriend.
well,
Where else are you gonna find a boy? I mean, yeah, like I think.
not the gay bar. You're not gonna find one there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it could be at a Whole Foods for all you know,
Ugh,
or
gross.
Trader Joe's. You don't like Whole Foods?
I don't know. I've been to Whole Foods. I'm kidding.
You like Trader Joe's?
I don't really go there.
You should go there. Maybe you'll find your girlfriend at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods.
Well, the girl at the counter, the cashier always talks to me, but it's because they have to.
Yeah, I mean that's just as valid. I mean, I'm just saying it's like those places do have people that are seeking connections, especially because they're already making like.
Yeah, but I think it's wrong to not wrong to hit on people at work, but like to be a little over about it. Like just because like I don't know, just because someone has a nice interaction with you doesn't mean like they're generally like want to be hit on. I don't know.
If they're single, if you don't see a ring, then it's fine.
Yeah, so we're at the age where if, like you looking for a ring is a good indicator.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'm just personally not looking, but if I did, I'll probably look for a ring first.
Oh, sensible.
Maybe I should just get a ring just to fake being married, because
That's something people do. Yeah.
apparently women like dudes that are married, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
just kidding, I'm not married.
Well, no, we'll see. No, then that ruins it. What you have to do is like their guard gets down.
Maintain the lie.
Yeah. Their guard comes down. You can charm them that way, and then maybe you sleep with them. They're like, oh God, I'm sleeping with a married man. Like you don't ever get that shit up.
No, you
Because
got.
once you give it up, she's like, oh my God, were you just hitting on me that entire time?
You got to be like, oh no, this is my dad's wedding ring. before you got
Well, that's
to
even
wear it.
weirder. I'll need to explain whose wedding ring.
That's a
Well,
good
if you wear a wedding ring on the wedding finger, there's no excuse. You'd be like, oh, this is a ring that my parents gave me. It was really important to them. So why are you wearing it on your ring finger? It's called a ring finger. On your left hand? Yeah, it's the most comfortable place. I wear my fucking watch on my left hand.
I use my right hand.
Yeah,
for
I'm
shit,
a right-handed. Like, what do you want? My watch is on my left hand, so you give me shit for that. oh, you have a watch. You must be a businessman. Don't make assumptions, lady. I'm
No,
out of
it's
here.
true. If you get busted with a fake wedding ring, like that's a bad bust.
That's it. You got to keep that line going.
That's a bad bust.
And also, it's if you text me, babe, I can't talk right now. What the,
I'm on my fake.
Can I see your wife? No, of course not. Come on, don't be crazy.
You can't see my kids that don't exist.
I don't want to. That's an easy line to maintain, I think.
Have kids.
Yeah, saying you have a wife and kids is an easy line to maintain because she knows that she has to be separated from it.
Yeah, probably.
But the only way she could ever catch you is if she sees you food shopping alone more than once. She's like, wait a second.
you know what? It probably wouldn't even be that bad if she caught you. She's like, wait, so you're not married? It's like, yeah, I just thought you. I just.
So you would like being a scumbag.
Yeah.
I just felt that about you, you know.
I just thought, you thought it'd be sexy.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, it's pretty hot though, wasn't
And
it?
the fucked up part is she's like, the fucked up part is I did think that was pretty hot.
But now I don't. You have no value.
Yeah, but you know,
But you're not fucking somebody else. I don't have any value. I'm fucking you.
we still got the reservation.
Yeah.
You know, and you said you loved
Let you
me.
have it with your fake wife.
And you kept begging me to get a divorce.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're just like, yeah, but it's like, you know.
What if I got the fake divorce? Then what? I would have lost interest probably.
Oh my god, so true. I would think the woman, if I was that woman, I would be like impressed. I'd be like, so you faked a whole marriage just to look like a sexy married cheating man just to be with
Just
me.
for me?
I would be impressed. I would
Yeah,
be
they
like-
would probably like it.
because there's also no moral fault. Like there's no moral blowback after. Like what? So what? You marry the man who never had a wife to begin with. That's a fairy tale ending.
Well, but then also like you to maintain the lie, like you'd have to be like, oh, I can't. I'm busy tonight.
No, I mean if you get caught already, it's like at that point, it's like, so what? The woman's like, you did all that for me. All right, let's get married for real. And as the guy, you have no reason to say no.
I would just keep that lie going.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
Just because for the love of the
Did you see
game.
how much of a fucking homewrecker she really
Just
wants
for
to
the
be.
love of the game.
That's it. Just it's fun.
I would forgive her for it though, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh, would I forgive her?
it's because
I wouldn't care.
I watched the movie True Romance at too young of an age.
Yeah.
I do believe in forgiving a hooker as long as you murder her pimp. You know, like
Sure.
yeah, you could be with her, you could marry her. You just gotta kill the dude who owns her.
Well, yeah, or else it's because he owns her. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he could easily be like, nope, your wife has to come with me now for work to fuck other men.
I mean, there's people that do that. There's arrangements. As long as see now pimps aren't dumb enough to marry their hoes. You never do that.
Yeah, but you still feel a type of way when your hoe tries to get married to some dude.
Well, yeah, because you own her. Like now she's got like someone else in her life. You can't have that.
Yeah.
Then
So-
where's the toxic fucking relationship there? Like,
So as a dude, you have to kill the pimp if you want to marry a hoe.
absolutely, I think that's what you have to. That's part of the contract. A hoe won't marry you unless you kill her pimp. But then, see, I would do that, marry that hoe, and then take his former stable of hoes. Now you're the pimp,
Yeah, but that's
and then the circle of life continues.
I don't know. If I loved the woman enough, I wouldn't want to be the pimp. I would just want to be with her. That's what True Romance was about.
Yes.
He just wanted
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be with the hoe,
I know.
and he killed the pimp and had to deal with the blowback.
As
Well, he
one
also
does.
found some money that didn't really belong to him.
Well, it happens. Who's the protagonist again? That was it Christian Slater.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Mr. Robot.
that's right. He is Mr. Robot. I watched a movie with him. Like he's very young. It's like it came out like in the '80s, called *Scent of a Rose* with Sean Connery, where it's basically like a Sherlock Holmes mystery, but set in like medieval times with and in like a monastery or whatever, and like the church and stuff like that. It's like as far as being a period piece, it's really good. Everything looks great. All the dialogue is correct. All the things they think or whatever are really correct. It's just the mysteries are really, really boring. Like it's just you're just like I just don't.
Poisoned his wife.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
really?
It's worse. It's dumber than that. I mean, I'll just tell you what it is because it's stupid.
He stabbed him.
It's like
in the chest.
they think like what happened is like these people were being killed because they uncovered this secret knowledge, and somebody in the church is hushing them after they find out this secret knowledge and killing them. So they eventually find like it's a secret library, and they put the clues together. They find the book. No, it turns out like the ink in it's fucking poison. So they're just dying by accident because they all licked their fingers when they turn pages.
That's
So no
amazing.
one killed anybody. People got killed by reading a book. It's like that book has evil powers. Like no, the ink is poison. It was made from some chemical.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's neat to think, but it's just like it
What
doesn't
was
play
the
out.
secret knowledge though?
It does. There is no secret knowledge. There isn't. It's not. It's because they think they were killed over reading this book. They take them to the end to find the book. It turns out the book's something really special.
Oh wow.
Like it's
just a
not
book.
secret knowledge. It's a lost book that people haven't been able to find because it's got poison ink in it. Everyone who reads it dies.
Oh
So
my
it's just like you follow the movie and like when that happens, you're like, oh, so no one killed anybody. Well, it's not true. Somebody killed somebody, but for unrelated reason.
just to add a little bit of dramatic flair.
Yeah.
'Cause without
yeah,
it, it
it's
would
just
just-
like but Sean Connery as like a medieval Sherlock Holmes abbot, it's pretty fun. And Christian Slater, like gets like propositioned by several priests and monks because he's a young boy, and they're all fucking pedophiles.
I think the Tomb Raider movies were like that. Like it's just like, yeah, they were fantastic. The characters were cool, but they were like nothing really happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a shame because it's such a great period piece because everything looks great. There's some really good acting in it too. What's his name? The guy that does Ron Perlman. He plays like I get like an autistic like savant basically, where like he's got a hump and like he's all weird and like but he speaks 3 different languages at once. Like he like in one sentence he'll speak English, German, Italian, like Latin. It's strange.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's worth the watch, I think. But yeah, and just every time I watched it, I'm like, all these priests are trying to fuck Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like the Watson to Sean Connery's Sherlock.
Did you see the new Sherlock show?
The new one, no. I love that Benedict Cumberbatch one so much. I think I'll watch. Also, I mean, I love the first 2 seasons of it. The first 2 seasons are some of the best shit I've ever seen. Then they just jumped the shark. When like it looked like you watched the show, that one,
the Benedict Cumberbatch modern Sherlock show.
Yeah.
Watson was really the main character of that show.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I liked it, but I once the thing where he fakes his death, and I was like, this is terrible. Because it was just like once, because all of his other explanations for things made sense in context, but that one was just fucking. He's like, well, actually, when you saw me jump, I really had a mirror over here. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. I watched it happen before. And then Moriarty dies, like, in the 2nd season. So it's like, but I love Moriarty, too. He was so fucking good. It's like, how do you kill him in the 2nd season? Then there was an episode where, like, basically they do, like, an H.H. Holmes mystery. Like, you know, H.H. Holmes, the guy who had that, like, murder hotel in Chicago.
Okay.
The guy, a lot of people think he might have been Jack the Ripper. Because they think he came because he was from London originally, but the way he killed people was very different. So it may not have been. Some people think he was, but they do that whole thing, and it was just like.
One of my favorite callbacks to Jack the Ripper was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Because remember Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
I didn't even play that one. I didn't play that one.
Not a lot of people. I mean, the Assassin's Creed games are like so played out, but like that one game that took place in London, the cool thing they did was add a DLC. Where it turns out, because the whole game was about like these 2 twins, Evie and
it's just the one twins actually.
The set of twins.
Yeah.
The set of twins.
Previously.
One set of twins, and they were both assassins. And the idea was like after you play the main game, one of them takes on a student, and that student like completely misinterprets the things and becomes Jack the Ripper.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And you as Jacob have to like fucking stop your former student. Mm-hmm. Who is Jack the Ripper, which is awesome.
That's cool.
Really cool.
I like that.
Because you played as Jack the Ripper and you had to like murder people and shit. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. You ever read From Hell or see the movie?
No.
No, it's about Jack the Ripper. I'm pretty sure it's an Alan Moore book. But the movie is terrible. It's Johnny Depp as like the detective who has to find Jack the Ripper. It's so bad. I watch like there's this channel I watch where this guy like watches movies that are supposed to be historical and like tries to see what's historical in it and what isn't. And like his biggest problem with the movie is that like Johnny Depp's hair, he has like long hair in it. And he's like he would be fucking like he would be like ridiculed and like fired for having long hair as a British policeman like in the fucking late 19th century.
I mean, the reason why the Jack the Ripper case is so funny because it wasn't even like a couple hundreds before that where what Jack the Ripper was doing was just normal. Like it wasn't really a crime.
Right, because now because all of a sudden you had a modernish police force. You had
metropolitan police force.
Yes, and like you had people living in dense cities. And
where they needed a service to like figure out this shit. It's like, hey, some guy keeps murdering these women, you know, like
and it was just that, it was just someone was doing it in a very particular way.
It was very graphic.
Yes, very graphic. And then also came the whole like, like who was it? Like some people think it was someone that was involved in royalty,
like the Parliament.
Yeah, something like that. Though someone part of the royal family
a duke, perhaps.
Yeah. It is. That's what people believe. No one knows for sure, obviously, but that's one of the most suggested ones. But I forget his name. I just know there's a duke that people think it was, and people that think H.H. Holmes was.
You know what was really cool when L.A. Noire covered the Black Dahlia murders?
Yeah, I like that.
Really
yeah,
awesome.
I like that.
Because that's the thing. It's one of those there was was that resolved, that case, Black Dahlia murder?
I don't think so.
No one was caught?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Or more likely, it's like someone took the fall, but it's like everyone thinks it's like it's not the guy. Or
Yeah,
something.
I think it was that.
It was like that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Just like the JFK shit. It's like that wasn't,
yeah.
it wasn't.
Well, like when we watch LA Confidential, I don't know if we finished it, but that happens.
It's like that wasn't him.
Yeah. But that's the problem with police work too, is that there's so much pressure on you.
Eventually, you got to hang a guy.
Exactly. There's so much pressure to just get the case closed that people start like they don't look for the most. They don't look for who did it. They look for the most guilty. Or the one to most easily like pass off as guilty.
Because in the back of people's minds, at least that sends a message to maybe the person who was actually guilty. Like,
it's not that it's all political.
Sure, that too.
Because there's always,
Mostly
whenever
that.
these things happen, like pressure goes on the police department, pressure gets put on like the mayor of a city, and the mayor will definitely get reelected if he makes sure the police catch
The guy.
somebody. Yeah. But if it takes him too long and he doesn't ever find the right person,
He's not going to get reelected.
yeah, that he looks weak and bad.
But you need a good murder like that, then. Like for a mayor.
Yeah, they love shit like that. Yeah, as long as someone hangs, as long as it's done nice and quick. That's really, it can't drag on because then it drags down your whole campaign over time. So that's why people they don't want long investigations. They want quick investigations.
L.A. Noire was good.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I still love the whole like mechanic with like, are they lying? Like it's guys like, no, I wasn't there. And you're like, it's. I wonder if he's telling the truth. There's just some of them. Their faces are just like
their eyes get
they're
cross-eyed.
darting back and forth. Like I wonder if he's being honest.
No, that was honestly truly ambitious.
I remember I was seeing a girl at the time, like we were like playing it together. But when I say played together, I was doing all like the investigating shit, and she did all the interview parts. I'm like, you're doing the easy parts.
I guess so. The interview is the easier part because
See, it's easy if you have all the information, like I did. I got all the information. She's just going, well, let's ask him about this. It's like, yeah, bitch, I put that in the fucking notepad.
getting the information is the hard part.
Oh yeah.
You have to pay attention to things that nobody else pays attention to.
No, that's it. Right, that's the most important tool a cop has. Is his notepad.
Also, his intuition.
Yes.
Like for example, it's like.
But also, that's why if you write every little thing down, more things will make sense to you and like come pop out at you. And you're like, wait a second, like this person said they were here, like whatever.
Or it's also like intuition. It's like, oh, the crime happened at the neighborhood butcher shop, and I see a size 10 Magnum boot print. However, I do know that the owner of the shop, the man, has been dead for so long, and it's clearly not the owner. So it's like you would know these things.
My dad said he solved a crime for the FBI, a bank robbery for the FBI in like 5 minutes. Like there's a bank in his neighborhood got robbed. And he went down there, and he knew the FBI was going to come because it's what happens with banks, because FDIC insurance, all that stuff. Yeah. So he goes down there and he looks at how it was done. He's like, "Oh, I know who did this." He's like, "It was like he was like this fucking mafia guy. He knew exactly who it was." They got there. He's like, "Yeah, it's this guy. I guarantee you." And yep, sure enough, done.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just looked at it. He's like, "I know whose work this is." Yeah.
I know the guy.
Yeah. He's like, "I know who that is." Yeah. And that's it too. Like another thing that's important is you have to know your neighborhood. You have to know like the people that there. Like you have to know the criminals that live in your neighborhood.
Well, another thing, it's like there's so many things to work with if you know your neighborhood. Like who the most likely targets are for crime,
right?
Who has the most money.
Yeah, and you know who knows who has the most money.
But nowadays, it's like who has the most street money for cops. Like for cops, it's like they don't have to worry so much about like because like everything's digital, like every small business now, like they don't have to worry about getting shaken down for like hard cash. Like every small business, unless they're in a really poor neighborhoods. Like
my uncle knew like L&B's Pizzeria, they have mob ties, And one day they claimed they were robbed for like $20,000, or like so like $10,000-$15,000. My uncle gets there and he's like, oh, you just leave? That's what you make on a weekend? Like one night you make $10,000-$15,000. You don't deposit that in the bank. You leave it in the safe. He's like, yeah, okay. That's just a skim. But they couldn't catch anybody because it's an inside job.
It's illegitimate money, first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if
also, do you know that pizzeria called the Square?
yeah,
So the guy who owns the Square used to work at L&B's, and he stole the recipe for the sauce. I'm serious. He stole the recipe and went and opened up the Square in Staten Island. So L&B sent the mob after him, and they made him sit down, and he ended up paying them like $120,000 in cash, and he had to give them a cut from there on out.
10%.
And it's right by something like that. I don't know. It's right by my house. I went there once to get pizza late. Like I know maybe I'm just assuming, seeing a bunch of Italian guys in a dark pizzeria just chatting and shit. I'm like, those guys are the mob. I know it. I'll take my pie to go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How old were they?
They're older guys.
Mob guys are old now.
Yeah, that's some of they're big fat older mob guys.
Mob guys used to be young.
Well, then they got old.
Yeah, now that none of the younger guys want to be mob guys.
No, because no one wanted. Well, that's the thing. They don't do what they used to do. They don't hang out in clubs like that way. Like they try to be a lot more conspicuous.
What, like the young mob guys?
Yeah, they try to be. That's why you don't know as many of them, or you don't hear about them.
Well, they don't really act like mob guys anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they don't. It's kind of
They're
gone.
just like
they can't.
crypto scammers or something,
Yeah.
where they run like online prostitution rings.
A couple years ago, there was a mob guy that lives like around the corner from me. He got busted. I was driving home. There was like fucking 10 cop cars on the street. I had to go like the whole loop around.
What did he do?
I don't remember. He had guns. He was doing gun stuff. They connected him to things. Like obviously, he wasn't doing anything out of his house, but they probably got some rat or something. I don't know.
We have friends like the Noodleman brothers.
Yeah.
They're not friends, but like
No, they're not friends.
We know of them.
Yes.
And they just got caught, which is interesting what they were doing, selling ghost guns.
Yeah.
Got to be some industrial motherfucker to think about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's you gotta be smart to be a certain type of criminal.
Well, it's also they were just always about making money, and it's like if you're just so obsessed with that, eventually you're gonna just think about creative ways to do it, especially if you have habits.
Yeah.
Because even the article said it's like, oh, it started around like a pool table, like.
How do you know that? Like if someone told them that.
Of course, yes.
When did you
I bet the three of them are already planning how to make their movie out of it.
Oh sure, yeah. Someone's gonna have somebody write something for them.
Just get AI to do it.
Or like, well, if you have someone write a book, then you can sell the story to a studio. Whereas if you don't do that, a studio could just write a movie based on you and just change all the names.
If I wanted to make a movie from a guy like a criminal's experience, I wouldn't try to do the book. I would do a podcast.
Well, that's what a lot of
I would
people
be like,
yeah.
do a.
Well, but I'm saying, but a Hollywood studio wants to make a movie that's going to make more money that way.
No. I mean, that's the better source material than a book nowadays. Like usually, like if I'm going to make a movie out of someone's experience, I would probably target like a podcast and like read a book nowadays.
I think there's something different though about taking it from a podcast than taking it from a book. Because then they would have to do the podcast then.
No, I mean to make a movie out of the podcast.
I understand
out of the knowledge you gain from the podcast.
Okay, but you're just like just someone else's podcast and talking about it, or those guys set up their own, like the Noodle Brothers take up their own podcast. And
no, like you get like as a movie maker, instead of like reading Jordan Belfort's book, you see like him recounting the stories in the podcast and the news interviews. Now we have that. Like if I wanted to make a movie about a guy's life, I don't have to read his fucking book. Like I could just go on the internet and like see his podcast interviews and shit.
Yeah, but then you have to change names and events, or else you have to pay somebody something.
Well, I would ask him directly. It's like, yo, I want to make a movie about you.
But then he'd have to approve it, and you'd have to but you have to pay him still something.
Oh no, I'm just talking about like just pure like.
But also, that's
raw material that you have to work with.
No, I get you.
I just think it's better to work with that than like.
It is a more modern approach. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, just in the past, like, they don't even like. It's not even like people read these books; they just hear these books sell really well, and they're like, "Hey, try to buy it, get the movie rights." Well, maybe we'll make a movie of it in 10 years, or maybe we won't.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel like scammers are still prevalent in this day and age? Like,
Absolutely, yeah. They're just to scam different things. I personally know a scammer, not my friend at all.
what are the best things to scam with? I think it's like the natural bodily functions, like sex, food, sleep, or like breathing or something. It's like, do you need clean oxygen? Buy our tanks, buy our air. Or it's like, do you need clean sex? Buy our women, buy our hookers. Or do you need?
I don't know if that will. I guess you could advertise. Well, I mean,
Do you clean food?
That's what high
Come
class.
to Whole Foods, pay twice as much for honey. Pay like $13 for this.
See,
bottle of honey.
that's what I like about Trader Joe's. When people go, "Oh, like Trader Joe's, you'll save a lot more money going there." It's like, no, I fucking won't. I won't. Because I know what I'm talking about. I've had like Farouk tell me that, like, dude, it's a lot more affordable for you. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, how much does salmon cost there? And he's like, oh, it's a good price. It's like $12 a pound. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, and where's their butcher? Is there a butcher on site? Is there a fishmonger on site? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, so where the fuck did this come from? I'm like, this was frozen somewhere else, and now it's sitting here. And like, oh, by the way, I can get it $2 cheaper at like ShopRite or something like that. Like,
But supposedly it's better quality.
it's not.
It's not?
No, it's not. They're both farm salmon. And the difference is, like, when I see the whole fish and I see it sliced, I know that whole fish wasn't just frozen, unfrozen. That thing in the package was frozen beforehand. And also, it's just, I don't know where it was cut. I don't know how long it's been in there.
Meanwhile, at a ShopRite, it was actually cut.
Yeah, I watched the butcher cut. He's like, you want the skin? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want the skin. It's the best part. And then he makes it nice, and he's like, he cuts off the crappy bit. If he's at the end of the fish, he's like, you don't want that part.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Fuck Trader Joe's.
Same
Trader
thing. They
Joe's-
don't have. I just don't like the fact they don't have butchers and stuff. Like what they are cheaper with, like, is how they have their own brand of certain things.
Yeah, like burritos and
Yeah.
dumplings and.
But even like,
or they have artisanal mustard.
yeah, but like even things like tin fish. I eat a lot of tin fish, and it's gotten more popular. But like they're like yeah, their brand might be cheap, but they're also taking cheap brands and like just renaming it. People don't get that. Like it's not like they're making it. Like they're getting it from a company that already exists, and they're doing a private label, and it's possibly a little bit cheaper.
So it's like meme food.
Yes, that is what it is. Yeah, people like I guess people like get a better sense of
Like Trader Jose's, Trader Zhao's,
Trader Jacques.
Trader Jacques.
I can't say for the fruit and vegetables though. That I'm not sure what their prices are on those. And honestly, like I'd rather just you ever buy fruit from like a market or a fruit market rather than a supermarket? It is way better, like way better.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, like there's this place in Fort Hamilton. I think it's called like Circus Fruits. They're all like Chinese or whatever. But like their mangoes taste fucking way better because I know like their mangoes come from somewhere a little more local. I've been sitting on a truck, whereas like supermarkets, like that's a difference. Where like meat and stuff, I like getting from a supermarket. I don't mind it, but the fruit usually isn't very good.
You want to get it straight from the New Jersey Asian farms.
Yeah, because they buy a little more locally. Like it doesn't change hands as much.
You're right.
And it doesn't take as long to get there in a truck. That's all.
Interesting.
Yeah. But you can say the same thing about meat with going to like an actual butcher. Like it's probably a little bit better because it's locally sourced. But same thing in a supermarket. It'd be more locally sourced. Whereas Trader Joe's, I don't really know where it came from.
I mean, so much of like our ethnic produce comes from Asian farms in New Jersey.
Sure,
like
yeah,
so many Asians bought because land is so cheap in that area in Jersey. You know, just buy it, start growing shit. They can do it. They're really good at it. Like they got really good at it. That's who supplies all the H Marts in the tri-state area.
Yeah,
you know,
I know. Yeah,
all their fruit and shit.
I've told you we tried into H Mart. They don't really want to buy.
Yeah, but with their produce especially, like they have.
Well, I can't. Yeah.
Severely local sources.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, with the meat though, it's like I don't know. I'm ready for lab-grown meat.
I'll give it a go. And see if it's sustainable and it tastes the same. Like I don't.
If I had lab-grown meat, I want meat with like twice as much like protein enzymes or some shit. You know, like.
And that'll happen.
Like what?
So that'll happen probably at some point.
Like super dense like steaks.
But then like
super
I mean,
fluffy tasting.
when I don't like things like I never like using things like whey protein or whatever. Like I'd rather get protein as it's supposed to be like delivered Because I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you. Like, oh, I'm not saying it doesn't work or whatever.
Well, there's always
It's just-
eggs. Eggs are always good.
Right, eggs or like sardines are good. A lot of fishes are good, like that. Cod, sardines come in a can this big. They have 22 grams of protein, and it's also really good for you. Like I love sardines.
It's still an effort to get like as many grams as you weigh in pounds. Like it's not easy.
No, but like, I just fucking sardines cost $253, and that's 22 grams.
I think whey powder is a fine like hack.
Probably, I'm saying personally. I'm not saying I know scientifically or anything like that. Like I just rather eat protein-rich food.
I know eggs are a good hack though.
They are, yeah.
If you have the stomach
egg
for it, like
whites.
to swallow like fucking
Oh, like raw eggs.
yeah.
Ugh.
You can't do that.
I think no, I've done it once. I didn't care for it.
You swallowed raw egg before?
Yeah. I don't know. We were all drunk. We all decided to do that. Well, you ever see actually in the Wire, the longshoreman's breakfast is a beer with an egg raw egg dropped in it.
Really?
Yeah. You see them do that like in one take. It's fucking
A beer and an egg drop?
yeah. Like that's their breakfast. They'll meet at the bar first. They have eggs there. They fucking crack an egg and they fucking chug.
That was
and
in
they go to work.
Shameless too. Like the guy, one of the characters worked at a bar.
Yeah.
So he's at the bar at the night. There's this one guy. He gets so drunk he passes out, and then it's like you suddenly the scene like you see the bar close and the guy's still there passed out, and suddenly the lights come on again. You see a beer placed in front of him and it cracks an egg and it's like, all right, wake up.
Yeah.
And he's like, he just drinks it.
That's a fucking thing people do.
That's Chicago. That was his life. Like he
Yeah.
literally just drinks all day.
Yeah.
Drinks all night, passes out, wakes up in the bar.
Well, I mean, you have to. If you drink all the time, you have to keep drinking.
Otherwise you die.
Yeah, it's really scary. I guess you would know you're getting there if you get the shakes or whatever when you're not drinking. But I guess I'm sure it's really scary to cross.
I want to
that
try
threshold.
cracking an egg in a beer. That sounds nice.
I don't think it'd be as awful as I think it would be. Like something like a Miller Lite, something, or maybe a nice Pilsner. I think that would work well with.
Yeah.
Something like nice, light, and airy.
What about a Belgian white?
Yeah, maybe. And it wouldn't like. I mean, it wouldn't be bad for you. It wouldn't be any worse than. Should you start the day off? Like maybe I wouldn't start my day off that way. Maybe like that'll be my end of the night snack.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, instead of like eating like a greasy sandwich and having a beer before bed, it's like, I'll crack an egg in my beer.
Yeah.
There's some protein in there.
That's it.
Yeah, as long as it's the end of the day.
I would do that. Actually, if I was British, because in Britain, it's actually kind of fucked up. Like, it's natural. Like, if you're a surgeon, it's like you go for your lunch break or your tea time break, and you have a sandwich and a beer or two, maybe three, and then you go back to cutting people open. You know.
I wish I was wish I could have been an admin back in New York back in the day, the 50s, having 2 martini lunches. That's the way to go. Because 3 martini, that ruins your day. Day's over. 2 martinis.
I want some food like a shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, get a little something with it. That would go really well.
Shrimp cocktail
With a dirty martini.
Yeah, and then you go back to work. It's like, I feel great.
Yeah, I feel fantastic.
Maybe some caviar and blini.
That's even better. That's a lot of salt, but I could do that. I actually like. We were talking about before. You should go to an oyster bar.
Oysters are good.
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking like, what other like, because I did a lot of like when I worked in Manhattan, like by the south end of Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome because at lunchtime I could just go outside and go to one of these stupid fucking bars, and they'll be like, "Oh, we got a special on like bacon wrapped sliders for like $10." I'm like, "Are you serious?" And they're like, "Yeah," because it's like 2 p.m. and I'm like, "All right." And then I'll be drinking my Guinness, drinking scotch. It's like, "Yeah," and then I would go back to work. I'd be like, "Yo, I feel great."
yeah, exactly. It's a nice midday pick me up. I think
like smoke a cigarette on the way back. I'm like, "Yo."
That's how you get through a day, man. I think
This is the
taking away a midday drink, like as long as it's gonna be responsible, like one drink, like for lunch, that's good. I feel like that helps you get through the day.
Yeah.
That's your little pick me up.
Oh yeah. I remember I got out of hand at some point where it's like I was.
Well,
there.
that's what happens.
It's like I would go there at like 2 p.m. I would stay there until 5 p.m. and there'd be no work, so I would get lucky. And then the last hour, just mad shit piles up. And it's like, "Yo, Chris, where are you?" And then I'll be like, "Oh," and I'm like 6 beers in. I'm like, "Fuck," and I have to go back, and I'm like, "Oh, it's okay, I'll stay late." And I end up leaving at like 8 p.m. I'm like, "It's all good."
As long as you get your work done.
Yeah, because everyone else leaves, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like smoking cigarettes in the office. I'm like, yeah, it's all good. Good times.
Yeah, sure.
I miss working at that area, Wall Street.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I like that area. Lower East Side.
Yeah,
I miss working Red Hook.
Yeah. No, nothing beats working in Manhattan. That's the place.
So they say. I don't really want to work in Manhattan. I was
Yeah,
a garbage man. If I was a businessman, it'd be different, but not as a garbage man.
I saw the craziest shit working in Manhattan, honestly,
Sure,
on
yeah.
a day-to-day basis. That's why I discovered all the cool spots to smoke weed in downtown Manhattan.
That's true.
I mean, downtown Manhattan is...
That's the best part of Manhattan.
They have that
It's the most
bar.
character.
They also have that cobblestone block where like Ulysses Bar is.
Yeah, that's
One guy owns that whole thing.
Yeah,
and he's
I
like a
know.
gangster. And there's also Killarney Rose, which is another fucking sick spot.
what's that street called? Can't think of it.
Some cobblestone.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name right now. I'm bad with Manhattan. I don't know Manhattan that well.
No, it's a nice spot. I like
Yeah.
it.
I had to go to, I remember one of my friends, there's like a Harry Potter bar there. We had to go to. Yeah. But you had to make your own like cocktails
Oh,
with like
God.
different. Yeah, I know.
Potions.
Yeah. Your potions class. Yeah, it tastes like
Oh,
shit.
speaking of Harry Potter, did you know that the new Snape is going to be black?
No, I was never into Harry Potter, honestly.
So they rebooted the Harry Potter TV show, and people are flipping out because the new Professor Snape is
Who
black.
cares? Is it written in the books that he has to be white?
Yes.
Oh, really?
They described it, like J.K. Rowling specifically described him as like a pale, howling man with a hooked nose.
Right. I just don't. I mean, like, I don't care if you like the Little Mermaid black. It's like, who cares? It's not written down that only white people are
In
mermaids.
this case, it was. He was
Yeah.
white.
Okay, that's a little
But
different.
it's also funny because if you read the books, like Snape's story is that he was in love with Harry's mother, and Harry's mother sympathized with Snape, and Harry's father was actually a dick, like a jock bully, and he bullied Snape.
Wasn't
and-
Snape part of the bad guys at one point or something? Or
No,
No?
he pretended.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So the truth was Snape was actually devoted to his real true love to the end, and the problem
And
was
he
like
watched after Harry too, I guess. Yeah.
in a way, in his own way.
Yeah.
So now they made like Harry Potter. In Harry Potter, they made Snape the black incel who was rejected by the white girl for the white.
Oh,
you
see,
know,
that's
that's
how
and he
you-
got bullied by the white. It's like, dude, like that. I'm impressed, honestly.
All right.
They changed it. They changed it. They flipped it, and I was like, it's so comical. It's impressive. Can't wait to see it.
That's interesting. I was never a big Harry Potter guy, but
You should read the books.
yeah, maybe. You children's books?
Nah, they're easy to read though.
I read the first one. I didn't like it. I was like, I'm not like, I don't know, not a big magic guy.
You're a sci-fi guy.
Yeah,
Watch The Expanse.
I know.
Anyway, with that, we're ready to conclude this episode, and I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all. Seriously, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you, Chris, for coming on.
No problem. The next time you yawn in front of somebody and they get upset, you just tell them, hey, you're overstimulating me, man. Why don't you calm the fuck down?
Cool your brain.
Yeah,
Let me
cool my
brain.
brain. Let me cool my brain down, man.
Good night. Love you. Much love.